quarter. We apologize for our tardiness. Well, we're 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. This is the initial drive of the game. Smyrna has a 3rd down and 8 near midfield. Marks is in at quarterback. He's back to pass. Throws near flat. Completes to Ashley. Gets a block, and then a good open field tackle is made by the Cavaliers' strong safety, Ronell Davis, and he's shy of a 1st down by about 2 yards. Glenn Fraser alongside Pat Gariantes. Glenn Hiller on camera. As it's 4th down to 2, and Smyrna will go for it to Cavalier 46. Yancey is alongside of Marks in the backfield on this 4th and 2 play. There's the snap. Fake to Yancey. Back to passes. Marks. Pressure's coming. He steps away from it. Now he throws in the middle of the field. Completes the pass for a 1st down at the Middletown 32-yard line. And on the reception, Kamaj Kearney, the sophomore.
On the Middletown 32-yard line.
Once again, this is the initial drive of the game. This is our First State Ortho game of the week. First State Ortho, visit them at firststateortho.com as we're underway 1st and 10. They give it to Yancey. He stood up in the backfield. A helmet comes off. Penalty flag is thrown as Yancey is tackled for a loss of about 3, but let's check the flag. This is the Harvest Bowl. We have a hold against Smyrna. Middletown might decline this and take the loss. Let's see. We're checking with head coach Zach Plum to see what he wants to do here. Make it 2nd and 13 or take the penalty. I think he's going to take the penalty. Again, just waiting to see what decision is made. 7:46 to go in the opening quarter here on the Harvest Bowl. And they are going to enforce the penalty from the original line of scrimmage. So the ball back to the Middletown 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 20.
42-yard line.
Once again, Middletown has kind of owned Smyrna in the regular season and has won 8 straight Harvest Bowl games. Tell you the truth, I can't remember the last time Smyrna won a Harvest Bowl game. Kearney in motion. They fake it. They throw it over to Kearney. It's through his hands and out of bounds, and that should be a lateral. Yeah. It was behind where the quarterback was standing, so the ball's going to go out of bounds at midfield. There's another loss of 8 yards. So now it's 2nd down and about 28. First State Ortho, our game of the week sponsor, with 29 physicians at 16 locations, which provide surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of conditions, specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. Their docs are ready available to all the emergency departments, medical aid, urgent care centers for consult and treatment. You can call them at 322-3400 or visit, once again, firststateortho.com. And be sure to mention you saw their ad here on Delaware Live Sports. Marks rolls far side, has pressure coming, throws in the far flat, completes the ball at midfield. Ooh, big stick on Ashley, held on to the ball, and will go down just inside the Cavalier 45.
For a gain of 6. Tackled the play by number 3, Ronell Davis, and number 19, Jacoby Rogers.
Jacoby Rogers and Ronell Davis in on the stop for Middletown.
22.
Smyrna eating up a lot of clock on this drive, but the penalty and the loss out of bounds on the fumble have really put him in a hole here. 3rd down and 22. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Marks back to pass. Good blocking up front. He had time. Now he's got to step away from it. He's going to take off and run. Middletown 40, 35, and out near the original line of scrimmage, which will bring up 4th down and 10.
For a gain of 10.
He got out of bounds, stopped the clock with 6:03 to go in a scoreless opening quarter. And we have some number changes from the website for sports roster for Smyrna. So number 43 is going in as a blocking back, where we're not sure who that is because he's not listed on the roster. Fourth down play, 4th and long. Fake to Yancey, rolling near side, sets up, pressure's coming, almost tackled in the backfield, got away from one man but not the second. And getting the early pressure was number 7 for the Cavs, Avion Matthews.
1st and 10, Middletown. Ball on the
And the Cavaliers will take over on downs.
37-yard line.
Long drive by Smyrna, nothing to come away with there point-wise, so here's the Cavaliers. Austin Troyer, the quarterback. Amari Glover and Mackay Walker are the feature running backs. Could also see some of Tucker DeShiel. The wideouts, B.J. Garrett, Matt Priestley, he's been around for a while, Avion Matthews, and Ronell Davis. Troyer in the gun, trips to the top of your screen. Handoff right up the middle and hit hard, and going down for a gain of about a yard is Walker.
Number 1, Mackay Walker carried on the play for a gain of 1. Tackled the play by number 8, Dylan Harrison, number 20.
Linebacker Dylan Harrison on the stop, along with Trader, a junior defensive lineman. He's joined up front by C.J. Carney, Caleb Blaine, and Brandon West. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Troyer back to pass, looks near flat, completes the ball up the 44, and down to the 45-yard line. The reception made by B.J. Garrett.
All right, Glenn, deep breath. I'm going to take one deep breath here. We're up, we're live. Oh, boy, folks, let me tell you. Just when you think you've got a routine down, Glenn.
Yeah.
Route 1 decides they want to throw 65 different car accidents at you.
All right, now we have 2 running backs flanking Troyer in the backfield. He hands it off to 4, Glover. Glover powers forward and drives the pile into Smyrna territory for a first down at the 49.
You know, Glenn, and obviously, you know, with the difficulties, couldn't get a pregame look, but the two-headed monster in the backfield here for the Cavaliers is impressive with Walker and Glover, and right there you saw one of them. And this is really the strength of this offense is their ability to run the football to set up the pass.
Yeah, and they do a great job at passing, that's for sure.
Yes, they do.
Now this time Glover is lined up behind quarterback Troyer as they have 2nd down and short. Give right up the middle. Good stop by the interior line of Smyrna for a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. Nice night for football here. There is a 30% chance of showers, a threat of that the entire ball game. Hopefully the rain will stay away. As we're under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. And we don't normally talk about ball control and time of possession when you talk about Smyrna's offense, but they did control clock on that first drive.
That's what they're going to have to do against this high-powered offense of Middletown.
Troyer has pressure on him, throws downfield, wide open outside the 20 is number 3, and he's tackled near the Smyrna 10-yard line. The reception is made by Ronell Davis.
Yeah, the JMU commit just found a way. It was the scramble drill. He made his way to the sidelines, and Troyer just threw that one up for grabs, but it was exactly on target where it needed to be to a wide-open Davis. That's a big-time play right there.
Oh, yeah. 30 yards, longest play of the night so far, and that sets up the Cavaliers' 1st and goal at the 10.
Troyer looks like he's barking out a couple of hot routes here based off of the defensive look he's getting. That's part of the next step that he's taken this year, Glenn.
Looks, and then he's pressured and sacked back outside the 20. I think that was Brandon West, and it was.
There's a name. There's a familiar name. Already 3 sacks on the season, 32 total tackles. He's a pass rushing extraordinaire. And he carries on the legacy of that great defense from last year. He and Cole Moyer being 2 of the big ones there on that front 7, as well as C.J. Kearney.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, Cole was not dressed tonight. And
Good catch.
Yeah. Actually, we have Mackenzie Square Ward, number 24 at linebacker. And we've got another change, Sapinski out. And we've got 28 Mason Spears. if you want to make those changes, sir. So 28 and 24, and he's out too. As we've got injury timeout, we're going to keep it right here.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We got time to make up for it, Glenn. We got time to make up for it here. But a tremendous job here. Great start to this game here from both offenses, moving the football a little bit, trying to execute, feel each other out in what has become a premier rivalry here in the state of Delaware, Glenn. And, you know, both of these teams a 1 versus 4 matchup.
Yeah.
And, you know, last year we saw fireworks here at this stadium in the semifinal as Smyrna went on to win in a convincing fashion against Middletown on their way to a state championship last season. And this year, pretty much a new group, a lot of new faces, some returners for sure for the Eagles, but a lot of new faces. Middletown returning a lot more and adding some elite talent as well. And how about this one? I mean, we're going to have ourselves a game here tonight, Glenn. Much, or I should say, unlike the shocker that was the semifinal last year.
Yeah, especially after that regular season game that we had last year. Troyer fakes it, looks center of the field, gets his man on a crossing pattern. That's number 2, B.J. Garrett. He was upended down inside the 5.
Hey, Garrett's a D1 talent. I've been seeing it around Twitter. Syracuse is showing some interest in him, and he took a shot coming across the middle to make that catch. And that was impressive. Tristan Williams was the guy that hit him. He held on to it.
That was a shot. So here it is, 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Troyer flanked by Walker in the backfield. Davis lined up to the bottom of your screen. Troyer gives it to Walker. He's hit and very close. He's in for the touchdown.
What a run. What a run, Glenn. Kai Walker, again, one of those fabulous sophomores on your alma mater's team there.
Yeah.
He is something special, man. And like I said, both those running backs bring their own little bit of flair to the table. That's a big-time run for the opening score of this game.
Good blocking, too, by Middletown.
There's
a
penalty.
seal block on the left side.
Let's see what this penalty marker is.
Oh.
They snuck one on us there.
Yeah, they did. Got a sighting here tonight. I guess South Carolina's Gamecocks are off this weekend because Debo Williams is in the crowd.
I'll tell you what, Debo has had himself quite the year starting on that defense. That Georgia game where they were competing at a high level against them. He had a handful of tackles. He was all over the field. Always great to see these guys move on and have success at the next level.
And the official is going over to the other side of the field and talk to head coach Zach Blum of Middletown.
I'm not sure what the penalty is. I think we're going to get it here, Glenn. Let's see what they call.
Here's a white hat.
He's coming over maybe to talk to Coach Judy as well. That touchdown's
good. Dead ball after the play on sportsmanlike against Middletown.
Assessed on the kickoff, I believe,
Apparently,
is what that last part was.
Yeah.
Touchdown score counts.
All right, so in to attempt the point after is Austin Ham. He's been around for a few years.
He has. Yet only a junior.
Yeah.
Somehow.
He's the kicker and the punter. Kick on the way, has the distance, and it splits the uprights. So there's a quick 7-0 lead for Middletown. So under 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and we thought maybe the scoreboard would light up tonight, but so far not the case.
No, both offenses executing there, trying, obviously the game plan for Smyrna against this high-powered offense is to try and work some clock and try to wear this defense down for Middletown. They did part A. They did, work some clock down there. Just were unable to convert a couple plays there towards the end, had to punt the ball away. And that was the play of that drive was the play where Troyer is flushed out of the pocket, about to take a hit, and he somehow finds Ronell Davis wide open on the sideline. That was the play of the drive for sure for Middletown to set up that touchdown.
Well, Pat, you heard me a little while ago say I can't remember the last time Smyrna won a Harvest Bowl game. Well, somebody out there listening and viewing has heard us. It's Marty Sheehan, our good friend from the Delaware Football Podcast. And he says the last win for Smyrna in the Harvest Bowl was all the way back in 1993 when the Eagles won 20-16. 1985 was the first year of the Harvest Bowl. and they played all the way up to 2001. That's when Middletown moved up to the large school division, so they stopped the game and resumed it in 2009. There's the kickoff. Goes down to the 15-yard line. Andre Ashley across the 30 and out near the 35-yard line. Eagles with much better field position with 2:21 to go in the quarter. Our thanks to Marty for sending along that information.
And he and John Busby do a great job with that podcast. Bringing a lot of great source work and a lot of great,
every Sunday
their viewpoints on what's going on, and they have a lot of great views on a lot of different topics for sure. Definitely check out the podcast.
Yeah, usually drops around noontime on Sunday. Check them out. All right, here are the Eagles. Now we have Jacob Tiberi in a quarterback. They'll rotate quarterbacks every series. He looks for the slant-in pattern. Has his man Carney complete. He waited for him to release past the backer, and he gets him up at the 45 and a first down.
That's trust and timing. He's sitting there. He's in the pocket. He's waiting. And he threw the ball to a spot, waiting for Kearney to break off, and he did exactly that, threw it into the window, and that's hard to defend when quarterback and wide receiver are in that kind of sync.
And he had time to throw and wait. Throwing the far flat to Enriquez. Breaks one tackle, and he's going to get a good 6 yards up across midfield and into Cavalier territory. And I tell you what, I'm impressed with this sophomore. Phoenix Enriquez, 413 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns on 17 receptions.
He's got the length, he's got the speed and the quickness. You're going to have to get multiple bodies on him, or he will break it.
And there's a pass in the near flat. Andre Ashley gets a block. There's a penalty flag right at the end of the play. It wasn't enough for a first, but let's check the penalty.
Looked like there was a grasp of the face mask there, unintentional, but nonetheless grabbed as Kendre Matthews came over to make the tackle. You can see what Smyrna's trying to do. They're trying to spread the field and get Middletown moving east and west, and I think that's to try and wear them down. I really do, and try and keep this game close early and then execute in the second half. We'll see.
Personal foul face mask.
Okay.
So penalty yardage stepped off down inside the Cavalier 30 to the 25-yard line. A good block there by Kamaj Kearney to help out Ashley there.
And he's the next man up, Kamaj. We saw him last year step up and make plays for this group on their way to a state championship game or win.
Tiberi fakes it to the running back, steps up in the pocket, has all kinds of pressure, and he's going to go down. He's going to lose about a yard, maybe 2, so it'll officially be a sack.
Hey, and you know what? He tried to hold in that pocket. It was starting to collapse on him, but he kept the feet moving. This was unable to keep the eyes downfield as that pocket started to collapse. That's a great pass rush there from Middletown.
Ball on the Middletown 27-yard line.
All right, so a loss of 2, second down and 12 for the Eagles. This is about as deep as they've been as we're under a minute to go in this opening quarter. Cavaliers on top, 7-0. Ashley and Oakley split to the top of your screen. Hands it off this time. Yancey gets a good block up the middle. He's inside the 10, the 5, and touchdown. And Smyrna is on the board.
What an answer, Glenn. Right up the middle, and got to tackle. Broke some tackles there. Davis had a shot at him. I saw Matthews have a shot at him, and they were unable to bring down the feisty running back there for the Eagles, and that's just a good, what an answer from Smyrna right there.
And I'll tell you what, this is an all-important conversion here because Smyrna has not been too successful so far in the season at converting after the touchdown.
Yeah, got some new faces on this group, Glenn, and, the early season, you're going to go through some growing pains with guys in different roles or the first real opportunity of playing time.
Yeah. How about Jesse Dixon, who is a quarterback? He's in there now in the Wildcat or the Earthquake formation, has Kearney next to him, and also Yancey's out there along with the other running back, Dior Mackey. See what happens. It goes to Kearney. Follows blocking. Did he get in? Second effort.
No.
They're going to say no, he didn't quite get in.
Close.
He didn't make it. So that's going to make it 7-6 in favor of the Cavaliers.
It's a close one there, Glenn. The knee probably was down before he was able to stop his forward progress. That's the only thing I could think of there. But that was a good answer. Now, they didn't get the 2-point conversion, but quite the answer there from Smyrna after Middletown went down the field, scored a touchdown. That's now 2 really good drives for the Eagles. And now you got only, 40 seconds left until the end of the first quarter, and, you're in the game. That's goal accomplished here against this high-powered offense.
Want to mention that's Pat Gariante, as you hear it, producing, and my broadcast partner tonight. And outside on the platform, just outside the press box, Glenn Hiller, our cameraman. And how about, I got to tell you, Phoenix Enriquez. His dad is a cameraman for 302 Sports. Donnell
Yep.
Enriquez. I saw him before the game.
Yeah, he's always out here. He gets some good shots too, man.
I told him, I said, you're too young. You look too young to have a high school kid.
Yeah, he doesn't age.
No.
He does not age.
The only giveaway was a little bit of gray in that beard.
Right.
All right, ready to kick off for Smyrna. Their fine kicker this year, Angel Salguero. Will he kick it deep? Salguero approaches it, hits it high, end over end. It's going to be caught and dropped and then picked up inside the Middletown 20 by number 20. Hard running up across the 30 to about the 35-yard line. On the return for the Cavaliers is Jabiri McBean.
I'll tell you what, how about that? That's not too bad for McBean, considering he nearly dropped that ball to start this one off. That could have been disastrous, but he kept his composure, picked it up, and got a pretty good return out of it.
Last time Middletown had the ball, 9-play drive, and they got into the end zone. They only have 31.5 seconds here in this first quarter. Let's see what the Cavaliers dial up. I know one thing. They had a couple of wide-open wide receivers on that first possession, and Smyrna's going to have to clean that up.
Yeah, and they've got some guys back here that can make some plays. Corey Williams is one of the best in the state at number 3. Nasir Evans, a senior safety as well. But got some new faces out there again in this Smyrna defense that was probably the greatest defense I've ever seen.
Last year they were loaded. Here's a handoff, and a swarm of Eagles, or I should say a flock of Eagles, makes the tackle shy of the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 1-yard loss. Let's see as they come up off the turf who actually ran that. Well, that was Walker.
Yeah, just flying to the football.
So the loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. And not sure the Cavaliers, they're not going to take a snap. We've come to the end of one quarter of play here at Charles B. Williams Stadium. We got a good one here in the Harvest Bowl. Middletown 7, Smyrna 6. We're back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air.
Ready to start the second quarter of action here in the Harvest Bowl. Middletown with the football and a 7-6 advantage over Smyrna. 2 scores, a 5-yard touchdown run by Walker from Middletown, and Yancey a 27-yard touchdown run for Smyrna. Other games on our platform of stations tonight, Benny and the Downstate crew, Laurel at Woodbridge, and the Upstate crew at DMA. It's Archmere and the Hawks.
And the bands are letting it rip out.
They're letting it rip. I'll tell you what, two good bands here tonight. Regiment of Red, a lot larger membership than the Cavaliers band, but they did a great job. Middletown did in pregame.
Absolutely.
Next Friday night, we're off. I guess you're off. I don't know. I know I am. Next Saturday, we'll be at Caesar Rodney for the first time in a couple of years as we'll see Sean Strickland and the Riders take on these Smyrna Eagles. Next Saturday, 11 o'clock kickoff.
That'll be a good one, Glenn.
Could be.
Nice early morning. I'll get my coffee. I'll be ready to go, my friend. Be coming off a wedding. I'm going to a wedding Friday night.
There you go. All right, here we go. Starts second quarter, 2nd and 11. Troyer back to pass. Looks center of the field. It's picked off by Smyrna at midfield. That's number 3, Corey Williams at the 35, 30, 25, and bounced out hard inside the Middletown 25. Corey Williams.
4th interception of the year already.
And he was a stud last year.
Yes, he was. I mean, he just read Troyer's eyes right there. He did exactly what you're taught to do as a free safety. He stayed deeper than the deepest. He waited. He read the eyes. He flowed to the sideline and just jumped right in front of that for the interception. He's a ball hawk defender back there, the junior safety. 3 interceptions coming into the game. That's his 4th. He has 17 tackles already from the safety position. And that is a big-time play right there for the Eagles.
Yeah, not only did it flip the field, but it gives Smyrna an opportunity here to take the lead early in the second quarter. So as Smyrna does, they rotate the quarterbacks every possession. Jacob Tiberi was in on the touchdown drive on the last possession. Now it's Drew Marks back in there. He started the game for Smyrna. And he's back there.
Yeah, the youngster, it's going to be fun to get a chance to see him play here tonight. The future of the Smyrna Eagles.
We had officials down there talking to the Smyrna sideline. That's what the stoppage is right now. And dead ball, personal foul against Smyrna. So after the tackle out of bounds, Smyrna had the ball, would have been like the 22-yard line. Now they're going to be backed up outside the Cavalier 35 to the 33. 38.
The chippiness between these two schools, you're going to see that.
Yep. Ashley and Oakley split to the top of your screen. Enriquez to the bottom. Marks has Nate Roscoe, the blocking back, in front of him. Looks, throws near flat, completes the out pattern inside the 35, down close to the 32-yard line. And that's Enriquez on the reception and a pickup of 6.
That's just, the respect of the speed for Enriquez. The defender's way off. And just those little hitch routes are going to be there. Good timing. And that's a good first down play, 6 yards.
Now this time, 2-by-2, Oakley, Enriquez to the bottom of your screen. Marks fakes it, throws the far side of the field, and getting a first down is Andre Ashley. He was a starting receiver last year for Smyrna. He has the ball down to the Middletown 25 and a first down.
Yeah, quick. I mean, speed kills, and they get that one out to Ashley, and he knows what to do with it.
8-yard pickup. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles ready to go.
I was going to say, here they go. The patented no-huddle offense, and they just got 5 more.
There's a flag. Going to have a 5-yard penalty here. Offside against the Cavaliers. It'll be 1st and 5, Pat.
And this is what Smyrna's going to want to do. They're going to want to keep this defense on the field and on their toes. Or on their heels, I should say. Put the pressure on this defense and keep that offense off the field of Middletown.
All right, here we go. First down at 5. Marks throws in the far flat. Good catch made out there by number 6. That's Dylan Oakley, the other Oakley.
And there you go. I mean, that's just good execution. You get the 5 yards on the penalty. It opens the playbook up. Just a quick hitch route to get the first down. It's an extension of the run game pretty much, and that play.
Most of these pass plays are under 10 yards.
Yeah.
8, 7, 9. Fresh set of downs for the Eagles inside the 15. Oh, hand off to the up back, and he was swarmed under. I think it was Yancey.
Darius Jones, number 11, flying through for the tackle. just great. That's a good run blitz there by Middletown, and I think that's going to be something maybe they try and do a little bit more with, Smyrna trying to hit these quick hit and passing routes and kind of nullify that pass rush. Maybe you bring a couple extra bodies, try and get some deflections.
3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. They hand it off to Yancey again. This time he gets the far edge, and the knee will go down right around the 10-yard line. It's going to pick up about 6.
Not too bad. I mean, flying up was Van Kokerven, and just a good job on that edge of blocking him in. Yancey bouncing it out, reading his block there, and that turned into a 5-yard gain on what could have been a loss.
Yeah. So now 3rd down and 8 for Smyrna. They're at the 11-yard line of the Cavaliers, trying to cash in on a turnover. Marks fakes it, rolls near side, throws into the end zone. Wide open is in there, and it's picked off by the Cavaliers in the end zone for a touchback.
How about that? Answered it back with an interception, and I got to be honest with you, that ball just floated. It was just floating in the air forever, and, thrown across the body there. Marks had his guy, and if he was able to just put a little more zip on that football, it gets there, but it floated in the air for way too long, and Ronell Davis, again, the James Madison commit, was able to make up the time with his speed and the smart play to not try and return it. Just fall down in the end zone for a touchback, and you get the possession back. So heck of a job there by that Middletown defense. After the turnover, they get pushed down into their red zone. They force a turnover of their own.
All right, coming the other way now at their own 20. Cavaliers with trips at the bottom of your screen. It's a handoff and getting maybe a yard, and that's it. Walker on the carry. Tough yard there for Walker.
I like the play call, though, there. I mean, this Middletown offense, you don't want to get too pass happy. Run the ball, get the clock moving a little bit. See if you can get some momentum with that run game. I really think that's the X factor. Obviously,
I do too.
Troyer has been tremendous this year. But if they're able to get their running game going, it really will separate them.
He's passed for over 1,100 yards in the first 4 games, 14 touchdown passes against just 2 interceptions coming in. Of course, he's thrown one tonight. That makes 3.
That's unreal, Glenn. I mean, those are almost, NFL-type numbers when you look at the yards per game.
And Glover's gained 345 on the ground, while Walker has 274. Pitch out, jet sweep. And big yardage from Matthews.
Yep.
Touchdown saving tackle made out across the 40-yard line.
There's a penalty marker in the backfield, Glenn. Let's see what that is. I like the play. They're able to get Matthews the football there on the speed sweep. And
that's a hold. It's coming back, Pat.
Yep. That's going to hurt the Cavs for sure.
That'll negate that long run and a first down. So now with the clock stopped and 8:47 to go until half, Middletown's going to be backed up at the Cavalier 11-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, those are usually drive killers, but you negate a play that gets you up towards midfield. A lot of penalties early in this. And, historically, this is how this is typically with these two teams early in the season. A lot of intensity, a lot of emotion being played with out there, and sometimes the penalties pile up in the early season rivalry game like this.
Glover alongside quarterback Troyer. Back to pass, surveys, has time. Now he rolls up. He's in trouble. He eludes a couple defenders, but not the last one. He's going to be tackled back at the 5-yard line. And coming through there, making the stop, is junior Mackenzie Square Ward.
Great work there by Square Ward. He kind of looked like Driver a little bit coming up there from last year's great defense. Came up there, flew in, and did a great job. Troyer did a good job of navigating the pocket, but just one too many bodies there to navigate through. And again, it's so hard, and that's the next step for these young quarterbacks, is when they feel that pressure and they step up in the pocket like that, is having the eye discipline to keep the eyes downfield and find receivers. That's hard. That is hard to do.
3rd and long for Middletown, back at their 8. 3rd and 22. They're spreading the defense. Troyer back to pass, throws the home run pass.
Wow!
Oh, it deflected, and then a great concentration job by Ronell Davis to make the reception up near the 40.
What a ball!
Oh.
I mean, what a ball by Troyer. And he put that up there with enough air and just beautiful touch. And it just fell right into Davis's hands. That's not terrible coverage out there.
No.
By Carter.
Carter almost got a hand on it.
Yeah.
But Davis, who's come up with a big defensive play with a pick in the end zone, and now comes up with a great catch there.
Heck of a job there.
He has 2 receptions on the night for 63 yards.
And, last year he didn't get much time on the offensive side of the football. This year he's doing the true dual threat, offensive and defensive side, and he's making plays.
Handoff up the middle. That's Walker. He slashes up close to the 43-yard line. He's going to pick up 2. Middletown, we have ranked number 1 in our Class 3A Super 7. Smyrna, we have ranked number 4. Good matchup here tonight. The Eagles probably figure at 1 and 3. You know what? They can't afford to lose too many more games and defend their state championship.
I think you're right, Glenn. 7 and 3 usually gets you there. I mean, 6 and 4, it's where you start to
Yeah. Troyer hands it off up the middle. Good one-on-one tackle made by B. West back at the 42-yard line.
Young man's so hard to block. He's undersized at that defensive end position, but he makes up for it with the quickness and the heart. He's been doing this for a few years now. And, he's a senior, only 5'11", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And he is an anchor in terms of a defensive lineman.
He sure is. So it's 3rd down and 9 for Middletown, but they've converted long downs so far on the night. 6:20 to go in the half. Troyer has Glover next to him. Receiver goes in motion to the far side. He looks near side. Pressure's coming. He rolls away from it. Flag is thrown. Pass downfield. He has a man behind the secondary, complete. It would be a touchdown, but I don't think it's going to count.
I think that's Garrett, and I think you're going to get, I think you're right. And that's why the excitement isn't there on the call, because there's going to be a hold here.
Yeah, B.J. Garrett caught the touchdown in stride. He got behind the Smyrna D-backs. But it's a hold. It's going to come back.
Heck of a throw by Austin Troy. Again, on the run, getting hit.
Yeah.
And puts that right on the money to B.J. Garrett. And that was, I know it's not going to count, but what a play, man.
Yeah, hit him in stride. He didn't have to slow down a beat.
Yeah.
Penalty yards would be stepped off back from the 42-yard line, so to go back to the 32.
Yeah, Cavaliers they're just getting in their way here.
Yeah.
Turnovers, penalties. And, if it wasn't for Ronell Davis making a beautiful play in the back of the end zone there, Smyrna is taking the lead.
Exactly. 3rd down and 19 now for the Cavaliers, back at their own 32. But again, they've converted long down situations already tonight. Empty set. Troyer has trips to the bottom of your screen, 2 receivers to the top. Pressure's coming. Troyer throws the middle of the field and overthrows his intended receiver. That was Priestley. Looked like he was doubled and incomplete.
Yeah, he forced one there and he missed high, and that's where you don't want to do. And he's lucky because Corey Williams almost had his 2nd interception of the day. If he reads that just a split second sooner, he's catching that up off the turf, and he's probably on his way for a pick 6 if he's not careful. He's lucky that one fell.
Andre Ashley is back deep to receive the Austin punt. We're just under 6 minutes to go in the first half here in the Harvest Bowl, where the Cavaliers hold a 1-point advantage. Ashley was lined up about 10 yards further downfield. Now they have repositioned him. Low snap. Ham handles it, gets a high punt off, great hang time, and everybody just gets away from it. And now a late penalty flag comes in.
They're going to get that. That was an illegal blindside block there.
Yeah. Middletown downs the punt outside the 25 of Smyrna at the 26, but there's also a flag down, so they're going to add on more penalty yardage here.
Just not a headsy play by the special teams player there, and for Smyrna. He just kind of took a free lick at a Middletown player that wasn't paying attention. Both teams have shot themselves in the foot with penalties tonight.
Yeah, penalties. Both have turned the ball over once.
Yep. And that's why we got ourselves a darn near even game.
Exactly.
You know?
All right, so here the officials will mark off the penalty yardage from the 27 of Smyrna. Going to go down to about the 14, 13-yard line, half the distance, I would think. No, they're going to mark off the full penalty. Yeah, that's right, half the distance, just inside the 14. So Smyrna has a long way to go here. And as they rotate the quarterbacks, Tiberius back in. Two receivers to the top of your screen, one to the bottom. Nate Roscoe is the blocking back. There's the snap. It's a handoff. Trying to get the edge out here is Yancey. He's out across the 15 to the 16. There'll be maybe a gain of a yard, two.
Yeah, there's not much room out this way. Smyrna or Middletown's defense swarming right there.
Yancey picked up two. It'll be second down and 8.
It's another request for a car to be moved here.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people here tonight.
Oh, my
Stands
gosh.
are full here on the Smyrna side. I bet you had to park a mile away.
I got lucky. There was a rogue spot right behind the press box.
That's great. Tiberi back to pass. Has time. He throws the home run ball downfield looking for Enriquez. Oh, just past his fingertips as he had the Cavaliers secondary beat.
Well, there you have it. There's the speed of Enriquez. And, you know, Tiberi, I think, put about everything he had into that throw. And Enriquez still almost got underneath it. Just a step out of his reach. I like the shot there.
Perfect spiral. Those two just miss on the long ball. Stops the clock with 4:56 to go in the half. And deep in their own end now, a big third down play for the Eagles, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, this is a big play, and it's like, you know, where do you go? Do you go the conservative route, which has not historically been Coach Judy's MO, or do they try and take the shot here?
Now let's see. Trips to the top of your screen. Cavaliers were showing blitz. Still showing blitz. They're coming. It's from his blind side, and Priestley will go down back inside the 10-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be 4th and long, and Middletown's going to get good field position after this punt.
This is Van Kerkhoven. What a job there. Tiberi trying to escape, and he reached out and was able to trip him up. That was a heck of a play by the sophomore.
First time Tiberi's been sacked.
Now, is there a timeout? Nope, clock's running now. And Tiberi's back there, and
Yeah, Tiberi in the pistol. And he'll boot it away.
that's a good one.
Spiraling punt. It's going to send Davis back. He's going to get out of the way. Smyrna covered it nicely. But, again, Middletown has good field position at the Eagle 46 with 4:14 to go in the half.
Yeah, now another opportunity here for the Cavs offense on the short field. And, you know, the Smyrna defense is going to have to focus up here. That penalty there on the return really came back to hurt them.
Yep.
They weren't able to move the football. Now field position has flipped.
It sure has. Cavaliers with the ball in a 1-point lead here. Middletown comes in with a 3-1 record. Austin Troyer will have as the running back there with him Glover. A lone receiver to the top of your screen to the bottom. Priestley is a slot receiver to your bottom of your screen. Troyer fakes the handoff. Tries to get away from a blitzer. Now he throws on the run.
My Lord.
Almost caught by Priestley.
What a throw, Glenn. My Lord, it's the 3rd one on the run that he has thrown that ball as perfect as you could. And usually sure-handed Priestley, actually, he dropped that. He dropped that one.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that ball was perfectly placed. The steps that Troyer has made, the stride. Now, the interception, he left it in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah.
But you can see the improvements this young man has made from junior into senior season. That's a beautiful throw.
It was. Amari Glover this time will line up 3 yards behind quarterback Troyer. Fake to him, throw over the middle of the field. Nice catch by Priestley. Went right back to him and a first down at the Smyrna 30.
It's a safety blanket right there. Sure-handed. He went right back to him, Glenn.
Yeah, he did.
He dropped one on the previous play. The trust is there. It has been there. He went right back to him, and it's that next play mentality. Get the swagger back.
And Troyer went off to the sidelines.
Yeah, we've got the youngster in.
Number 14 now will take the direct snap. They fake it to Glover, and it's an end around by Priestley. And he's tackled one-on-one shy of the 20-yard line. So he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first. Number 14 in there was Darian Cunningham.
And he's a player to keep an eye on, too, in the future. We've heard some really good things about him. From their camp, and he's a youngster getting an opportunity. They're throwing him out there in varsity level games, letting him get a couple of plays here and there. And they threw a little trickeration at Smyrna there on first down. Good job by the backside cornerback to stay at home.
Yep, Troyer's back on the field now. Has Walker with him. Walker will take the handoff. He's tackled from behind, but he crossed the 20 to the Smyrna 19. That's enough for a first down.
It's a good run. Yeah, nice job. You move the chain, set yourself up with a 1st and 10 now into the red zone.
2 receivers to the bottom of your screen and 2 to the top. Walker stays in the game to the left of Troyer. Now he gives some final instructions to Walker, his running back. 1st and 10. He fakes the handoff, throws center of the field. B.J. Garrett makes the catch. He's undercut, but he'll get a 1st and goal from Middletown.
And Garrett's another one. I mean, the weapons are all over the place with Davis, with Priestley, with Garrett, with Matthews. I mean, all these guys can catch. They're tall, they're long. They're able to move. They're shifty with the football.
So 1st and goal down at the 8-yard line.
It's just so hard to defend this group.
Troyer in the gun, 1st and goal. Walker to his right. Steps back, surveys the field. Now he scrambles to his right, throws into the end zone on the run, and he has B.J. Garrett for a touchdown.
Again, on the run. Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed with Austin Troyer rolling to his right, throwing the ball with accuracy and with zip to these receivers. And that one was right on the money against the man-to-man coverage. And that's a good answer from this Middletown offense. They take advantage of the short field there.
And they do it with just under 2 minutes to go in the half. Ham into trying to make it a 14-6 advantage. He's ready. Ham awaiting the snap. There it is. Placement's down. Kick on the way. Plenty of distance. Splits the uprights. 14-6 with 1:58 to go in the half, as Middletown now has an 8-point advantage.
Yeah, like we said, I mean, just a good response from this offense, and when this passing game gets going, I don't know how you can defend it. I really don't. You got 4 guys out there that are legitimate, if not already committed, high-level college football players at the wide receiver position, and then you've got Troyer, who has one of the best arms in the state, if not the best arm in the state. And, we talked a little bit about the improvements he's made from junior to senior year with decision-making, just with the overall skill set. If the line can protect like they've done the last couple of drives here, this is about as hard as a group as I've seen to try and defend in quite some time. I mean, even when they had Godwin and Darius Wade back in the day, I mean, it was just Godwin for the most part. You got 3 different guys out there that are game breakers at the receiver position.
I tell you what, we saw an excellent team last week when Dover took care of Salesianum.
Yes, we did.
There's another good one. Actually, 2 good teams here tonight. And now Smyrna just going to let it go. It's not going to go in the end zone. They pick it up, He spun around, and Smyrna's going to be pinned deep again down inside the 5.
That's a tough break right there. You know, you're trying to get that. You're thinking that ball's going to go into the end zone, get yourself good field position, and it chalks up. That's why you know, a lot of times you just got to field that football and go.
So again, the rotating quarterback every series. So Marks is back on the field. His last pass was picked off by Ronell Davis in the end zone. Let's see if he can regroup. Receivers are 2 by 2.
I believe they got all 3 of their timeouts left, right, Glenn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Marks clapping for the ball. It's a hand. No, Marks took it himself, and he didn't get much.
It was the right read because they had that one swallowed up the middle.
Yeah.
He did the right thing there, but that's just good defense by Middletown there. And coming off the edge, taking the quarterback was Darius Jones, number 11.
No gain, maybe a loss of half a yard. Second down and 10.
And at what point here does Middletown start taking a timeout to try and get a couple shots at the end zone here?
Marks puts it into the belly of his running back, trying to get the near edge and coming up and making a quick tackle. Great job.
There's the timeout.
Yancey on the carry. Is that Ronell Davis? No, it's number 0. That's Ryan Vankerhoven.
Heck of a job by Vankerhoven to get over there and make the play. And there's the timeout by Middletown. And again, why not here? Now you got a 3rd and long, then pinned deep. You know, you take potentially one timeout, a little bit less than a minute left. With this offense and their quick strike ability, why not? Why not?
Their wideouts have shown the ability to get behind the secondary on several occasions here in the first half. And Austin Troyer has taken advantage of it.
And we talked about these guys. And the stats back it up coming into the game, Glenn. I mean, Ronell Davis, 228 yards, 3 touchdowns. Avion Matthews, 211 yards, 2 touchdowns. Priestley, 333 yards and 7 touchdowns. Garrett, 237 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, those 4 guys, Troyer is just able to spread it out, and they're just unpredictable in the passing game. He's just keeping everybody happy, keeping all the mouths fed. As you said, over 1,100 yards throwing and 14 touchdowns to start the season off. And now 15 with the touchdown pass.
Yeah, he's connected with 3 different receivers in the ball game tonight. And one of them we don't even have in the starting lineup, Ronell Davis. Davis has several catches. All right, 3rd and 10 for Smyrna. Timeout is over. And Middletown will get the ball to start the second half. So,
they've got a golden opportunity to score twice without Smyrna get the ball.
Exactly.
This is a huge 3rd down, Glenn.
All right, Marks probably going to see pressure. No, they're going to hand it up. No, Marks takes it himself. He fakes it, tries to come back to the middle of the field, and he's close to the 15-yard line. He's going to be a couple yards shy of the 1st.
And there's a timeout. It's going to be one more down to stop for Middletown. And Marks, I think if he just tries to run forward there and lunge, I think he gets the 1st down.
Yeah.
But he tried to make an extra defender miss and kind of cut across the field, and I think that kind of stops his progress a little bit.
Well, it brings up an interesting decision for Smyrna, which usually in the past it didn't matter where they were on the field. If they had 4th and short, they were going to go for it. But I don't think you can do it here.
This is a hard one because you're right, Glenn. If you don't get it, you're giving Middletown the ball already in field goal range, and they're just going to sit back, take a couple of cracks at the end zone, and we just talked about how hard they are to defend in the passing game.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens.
And there's no Knight brother to give the ball to here. That somehow those guys just found different gears a lot of times.
First time in 10 years there has not been a Knight brother on the Smyrna roster. And this is the 10th year for head coach Mike Judy, so he has always had a Knight brother on the roster.
I'd like to see him try and get that ball into Kearney's hands. You know, I really liked him last year. You know, and this year he's been good. He's got 150 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns already this season. He's second in terms of touchdown receptions this year on the team.
Well, Smyrna's going to come out in the earthquake formation trying to convert the 4th and short.
I like it. And Kearney's in there. And
Yep.
he's one of the backs in this. Watch the hard count.
Dixon is number 14. Let's see if he gets the direct snap. I think they're trying to draw Middletown offsides. Dixon changes the play up to the line. Takes the snap. It's Kearney. Goes straight ahead. He bounces it out, and he gets the first down and more. He's up to the 30. Carries 4 defenders across the 35, out close to the 40. What a call.
Heck of a job there by Kearney, and that's why. Hey, give that young man the football. I seen him do it last year. He stepped up the second half of the season as a freshman, and now as a sophomore, there you go. They trust him. Coach Judy and company trust him with the football, and he provides a huge first down for them to prevent Middletown from really potentially putting their vice grips on this game.
All right, so Smyrna will have a first down. They just called a timeout.
Hey, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
he picked up, over
25 yards.
I was going to say, I mean, now they're a play or two away from getting into, the danger zone.
All right, whatever that play call was out of the earthquake, Pat, they need to start using that on the 2-point tries.
Right? They blocked it beautifully up front. Beautifully.
All right, so 48 seconds to go. Smyrna 60 yards away from scoring another touchdown. And Kearney was slowed up just a bit once he got to the second level, or he might have gotten another 20 or 30 yards, Pat.
Yeah, I mean, it had parted. Middletown sold out to stop it at the line.
Yeah.
And but it just shows the team speed of the Cavaliers. They're able to chase Kearney down there.
All right, trips to the top of your screen. That's Kearney, split out wide, and in the slot, Ashley and Enriquez. Oakley to the bottom.
Yeah, your 3 leading receivers all on one side.
Marks up to the line of scrimmage. Now he backs up. Takes a snap, steps back, throws in the flat to Yancey. Yancey bobbled it, and it's incomplete. Good hit defensively by number 15, Dorian Rutledge.
Yeah, Rutledge came up with a stick. Yeah, that was the right read by the young quarterback, and Yancey was there, but the stick definitely jarred that one loose.
Stops the clock with 43 seconds to go in the half. Again, Ashley and Kearney split to the top of your screen. This time Enriquez and Oakley to the bottom. Enriquez is in the slot. Marks checks the sideline to see it. They changed up the play. Now he gives it to the O-line. There's the snap. Fake handoff. Marks takes it, and that did not fool Middletown. He is sacked back behind the line of scrimmage. Number 11, Darius Jones.
Hey, Jones has been good. We've called his name a few times here tonight. He is setting the edge. He is staying disciplined with his rush. And great job there staying at home and forcing the young quarterback. I mean, there's just nowhere for him to go. There really wasn't.
No. So now it's third down at 16 for the Eagles. Just under 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And Smyrna takes a timeout. They still feel as though they are in position to maybe make something happen here. If I'm Middletown, I'm kind of thanking them because you're one stop away from using your last time out and potentially getting the ball back.
We'll have to check the Cavaliers' secondary position when they come out of the huddle. They're now huddled up the far side of the field with head coach Zach Blum. Zach Blum, of course, was the defensive coach, assistant coach for Middletown for quite a few years before he became head coach. I would think that they're going to be well off the ball. You don't want to get beat deep here.
You definitely don't want to get beat deep, and you got to have multiple hats on Henriquez because he's the guy that can get behind you.
Kendre Matthews, the free safety, is standing back near midfield. He leads the team coming into the game with 20 tackles on the year, 17 solo.
Yeah, he flies up in run coverage.
You saw him against Sussex Central.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
All right, Marks flanked by Yancey in the backfield. Takes this snap, drops back to throw. Is it going to be Yancey on the wheel route? No, Marks has to get away. He's got to scramble. He's looking center of the field. Penalty flag. No, it wasn't a flag. But he's sacked again as he's run out of bounds. And the clock's still running. I thought he went out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like they tackled him in bounds. The clock continues to run like you said, and there's a stoppage.
And I think Middletown, they're going to call their final timeout with just under 12 seconds to go.
All right, now this is where I'm going to nitpick a little bit. Why do you not take that timeout right after you secure the tackle?
Yeah.
You just wasted like 14 seconds waiting to call that timeout, where now you may only have one offensive play if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Where as opposed to potentially 3 or 4 to get down there.
It'll be interesting to see because Marks is in on this series as quarterback. Tiberi punted the last time when he had his possession. Yeah. Is he the only punter?
Yeah, I mean, if Smyrna's smart, they're punting this football. I don't know who the punter is going to be.
And I would make sure there's not going to be a return.
Yeah, you got to punt the ball straight out of bounds, punt the ball straight out of bounds, and go strict prevent. Hope that there's some clock that runs on the hang time of the punt.
Yeah, leave Middletown as little time left as possible. Once again, the Cavaliers will receive the opening kickoff to start the second half, and they're already up by 8. Yeah, Tiberi's in. Well, okay, because he's the punter.
Yep.
Oh, he's up at the line of scrimmage just to make sure everybody's on the same page. And he'll go back.
He's measuring out of 7 yards.
Yep. Cavaliers they're only going to rush 3. Oh, gets off a nice long punt.
Perfect. Davis
is going to let it hit along the sideline, and it goes out near the Cavaliers' 30 with just 4.5 seconds to go.
Great execution there by Tiberi.
Yeah, good punt.
I mean, that's beautiful. 7 seconds comes off. Now it's one play for Middletown.
Without a penalty, you are correct, sir.
Without a penalty. And again, it just kind of goes back to I'm not sure why they didn't take the timeout right when they secured the tackle there, the tackle for loss.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably 14 seconds left or 16 seconds left instead of 4.
All right, Cavaliers break from the huddle. Let's see if they try to go deep. Smyrna's 2 safeties standing back near midfield to try to prevent anything from going deep. Troyer has trips to the bottom of your screen.
They're going to go deep.
Yep, 2 receivers to the top.
Cannot let anyone behind you here if you're Smyrna.
He almost lost the high snap. He's going to roll far side, get near the sidelines. There's the out pattern. I think he completed it to B.J. Garrett, who got out of bounds, but that should run out the clock. And that'll go for a pass play of about 12 yards, but that will bring us to the end of the first half, Pat. 14-6, good ball game here in the Harvest Bowl.
Great ball game. I think Smyrna came in with a good game plan, and aside from the turnover in the red zone, they kind of played even with Middletown. Middletown took advantage of some short field there to extend their lead out to 8, but been a pretty evenly played ball game. Whichever team's going to clean up the penalties is probably going to be the one that starts to pull away here. Both teams have had some penalties that have hurt them. Smyrna being the last team, and that was a big field position shift that gave Middletown.
That earthquake play on 4th and 2 was a gutsy gamble, and Kearney made it pay off. And basically, that kept Middletown from another scoring opportunity at the end of the half, Pat, for sure.
Absolutely. It was a good play. I'd like to see him get the ball in his hands perhaps a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see what they dial up.
Well, we've seen Smyrna before go away from the conventional quarterback set and go with the earthquake for a lot of a ball game. We'll see what they do coming out of the second half. All right, it's halftime. We're going to go send things back and hear from a lot and view a lot of good quality commercials from our valuable sponsors. They do a great job, and we're so glad to have them on board. We'll come back with some unofficial stats. We'll have some scores from other games around the state. And if he can make it, I've talked to Athletic Director Bill Schultz before the game. If he's got a couple minutes, he's going to come up and talk about the success of their field hockey team, who we had on the Delaware Live weekly show, and the volleyball team, which is also ranked number 1 in our poll. So we'll come back after these messages on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barkley's can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First State Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer.
We are back here at halftime and joined now by the athletic director here at Smyrna High School, Bill Schultz. And Schulte, we had your field hockey team on our Delaware Live weekly show from Buffalo Wild Wings on Wednesday night. They did a fantastic job, the girls did. Coach was down there. She didn't want to get on for the interview. She said, "Nah, I'm going to let the girls take it." And they did a fantastic job. But, hey, talk about the success of the field hockey team so far this season and what they've done really the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a great run the last 2 years with our field hockey program. Coach Moffitt and her staff have just been a tremendous job with all the girls and all the program. It's just built a culture of success and working hard, and things are paying off.
And really, when you have two stellar programs like Cape Henlopen and Delmar over the last 10 years or so, they helped to set the standard, and that allowed somebody like Smyrna to say, hey, okay, that's where we want to be. Last year they got there with the state championship, and they beat both of them this regular season.
Yeah, it is just, again, Delmar and Cape have got some programs that have been successful for years, and we aspire to do that, and our girls have taken that on and really excelled, and not just looking to be that, they're looking to be the best they can be. And our coaching staff, we're not trying to compare them to other people. We're comparing them to them and making sure that they're going to be the best that they can be. And our staff does a tremendous job of just challenging them, every day in practice. They've got some games being done in practice that are tougher than games we're playing on the regular season.
How about that?
And that's what makes the team better, stepping up and working.
Has to. All right, let's switch gears to another sport, the volleyball, close, near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, yep.
We have them ranked #1 in our rankings. They're having a great year.
Yeah, they are. They're having a great year, and I think I'm going to be a little biased, but yeah, I think we should be #1 right now. Our girls are fighting hard. We've had a couple really tough games. My coaching staff for years has always been one that anytime we have non-conference games, we want to challenge ourselves, and we're going upstate to try and play the best up there. Last couple of years we've had some really good success throughout the year, and last year we fell a little short, but
right.
I think the girls are motivated this year. They got the taste, and we got to that point, and we're ready to roll. And they had a tough one last night with Carabel.
Okay.
Went to 5, and they've been down 2-0 twice this year.
Okay.
And they've shown the the fortitude to continue and work hard and challenge themselves and step up. So it's good.
Good stuff. So it's not just the football program here at Smyrna that's having a lot of success recently. Now it's other sports, field hockey, soccer, and
absolutely.
It's great.
Yeah, we're excited, and again, we're always excited. Our band does such a great job at halftime and things, and our next home game is going to be our homecoming, which is so much fun.
And Dover.
And Dover, right, exactly. But, if anybody's out there never been to a Smyrna High School homecoming, it's something to be said. It's something to be seen. It is a tradition like no other in the state.
Bar none, the best homecoming floats in the state year in and year out.
Absolutely.
I've said that for years, decades probably.
Well, the interesting thing is they start tonight.
Yeah. And
tomorrow morning, that's when they start building those. So they get 2 weeks. They got to, so it's restrictions on it. They can only do it for 2 weeks, and it's an opportunity for them to have fun and get together and such a building just memories.
Well, in 2 weeks, I'll tell you what, that'd be a great job the way they do those floats. And in 2 weeks, homecoming, we will be here for that football game. Not only a fantastic matchup with the Dover Senators, but how about two of the best marching bands in the state of Delaware with Dover and Smyrna?
Absolutely, and that's what's so neat. The marching band, our instructor, their instructor get along. I believe they're actually classmates at University or State, Dell State University.
Okay.
And they just do some great stuff together, and they'll battle the bands after the game.
It is.
So it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, stay around.
Absolutely.
All right, Bill Schultz, thanks for taking time at half.
Thank you for all you guys do for high school sports in Delaware. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Athletic director here at Smyrna High, Bill Schultz. Fantastic job here. And while we're here, let's run down a couple of scores that I have. Got quite a few scores for you, Pat. So Sussex Central leading Appo 17-7 at the half. Hodson with a 14-0 lead over Cesar Rodney. Archmere leads DMA. That's another game on our Upstate Cruise platform. They lead the Hawks 14-6 at the half. How about Cape Henlopen surprising St. Mark 16-14 at the half. Sussex Tech with a 14-6 lead over Lake Forest in the second. Odessa Ducks looking for their second straight win as a 21-0 lead at home over Conrad. And Salesiana with a 13-6 lead over pesky St. George's in the second quarter.
How about that?
A lot of close games tonight.
A lot of close games. You know, that's good to see. You know, obviously we want to continue to see that competitive balance across, you know, all three classes, and you know, we got ourselves a good one tonight here too, man. It's ideal. We're about midway through the season, and we're gonna start to see some things take some shape, Glenn. And you know, that's exciting to see. It's just exciting to see.
All right, I'm going to take a moment here and try to tally up some unofficial stats. So we're going to hear from some more and view some more of our great sponsors, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barkley's can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked.
All right, we're back here at halftime. Once again, Middletown will receive the opening kickoff to start the second half with a 14-6 lead. Let's take a look at our unofficial stats for the first half. Middletown's Walker, 6 carries for 11 yards. Glover, 3 for 6. Troyer sacked twice for minus 16 yards. And then 1 carry, 8 yards for Priestley. That is a net of 9 yards rushing. You'd see that up on the screen now. Nice first half by Austin Troyer. Completed 9 of 12 passes, had a touchdown, had 1 picked for 142 yards, and he spread the wealth. So there's Middletown's 151 total yards first half. Smyrna leading the way on the ground, believe it or not, 1 carry, 25 yards for Kearney. 7 carries, 22 yards for Yancey. 6 carries, 3 net yards for Marks. 2 carries, minus 2 yards for Tiberi, and 2 carries, minus 4 yards for Carroll. 44 on the ground. Tiberi completed 3 of 4 passes for 28 yards. Marks completed 8 of 11 for 67, but he also threw an interception. And there's your yardage, 95. Total passing and total yards, Smyrna 139. So only 12 yards difference in total yards. However, Smyrna had 1 additional possession than Middletown.
Yeah, and, again, it's about as even as it could get, in this one. And the difference really is penalties, right?
Oh.
That's really the difference.
Yeah.
They both kind of hurt themselves. Smyrna with a big crucial one there to give Middletown the short field towards the end of the half, Glenn, and that's really been the difference in this game. Otherwise, this has been everything that we've built it up to be.
Yeah.
Both of these two teams getting after it. He thought, well, Smyrna's had some challenges this year, and perhaps this is a slide back year for them. A 1-3 start to start the season off. Middletown's cooking on all cylinders, but not in this rivalry game. This game year in and year out, whether it's during the regular season or it's in the playoffs, expect the unexpected.
Exactly.
And it's kind of what we're getting here. Smyrna's out here competing their tails off right now.
There are scoring plays in the first half. 2:27 to go in the opening quarter. Walker, excuse me. Walker with a 5-yard touchdown run for the Cavaliers. Ham's kick made it 7-0. Smyrna came right back, though. Yancey running it in from 27 yards out. Conversion failed. At the end of one quarter, 7-6 in favor of the Cavaliers. Then Middletown scored late in the second quarter. Under 2 minutes to go, an 8-yard touchdown pass to B.J. Garrett from Troyer, and Ham's kick made it 14-6. That's where we are starting the third quarter. Once again, this is our First State Ortho Game of the Week with 29 physicians at 16 locations, providing surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions and specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. They serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Their docs are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consult and treatment. You can call them at 302-322-3400 or visit them online at firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad on Delaware Live Sports. All right, Pat, we'll have to see what the two coaching staffs have come up with, if they make any changes here in the second half, any adjustments. But Middletown with a very, very important opening drive here in the second half.
Yeah, I would say this is an opportunity for them to, really kind of put their foot on this game and perhaps allow a little bit of, if there is any, nervous energy to be released. If you're able to extend this lead out to a 2-score lead, it's going to make you feel a little more comfortable for sure. We'll see what they can do against this Smyrna defense, though. This Smyrna defense has been great so far here tonight, with the exception of the short field possession. Honestly, I thought they played a very good first half. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I think Troyer was really in a groove there in that first half, like you said, Glenn, spreading the football around in a multitude of different ways. See what he does here at this first possession of the second half.
All right, and if you figure in the two quarterbacks for Smyrna and Troyer 9 of 12. Smyrna's two quarterbacks together, 11 out of 15. So good efficiency by both teams in the passing game.
Great decisions all around, with the exception of the 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
They're really the only 2 poor decisions of the game by either of the 3 quarterbacks that played.
All right, Eagles to kick it off. Once again, their kicker, Angel Salguero,
well, Glenn,
is senior.
As of 11 minutes ago, I have completed 31 years on this earth.
Well, happy birthday there, brother.
What do you think about that, buddy? 8:20 p.m., 1992, folks.
Happy birthday, you youngin'.
Yeah.
There's the kickoff. Sails down inside the 20-yard line, taken by number 20 for the Cavaliers, trying to get the far edge, up across the 35, fighting for yardage up near the 40-yard line. On the return is Jabari McBean.
There we go. Oh, here we go. Good field position for Troyer and the Cavaliers. at their own 37, 38-yard line.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to be right to 40. So.
How about that? Yeah, good return by McBean. Almost about a 22-yard return. Middletown struggled trying to run the football. Again, only unofficially by our count, 9 net total yards on the ground. And, of course, there was 2 big sacks that negated a lot of that yardage. His first down play to start the second half. Troyer in the gun, steps back to pass. Looking deep, throws it, looking for Matthews. He has a step behind the defender, over the shoulder, has the ball, and I think he dropped it.
Wow.
Oh, man, he almost brought that one in. That would have been a circus catch, but a top play nominee.
It would have been, and yet again, number 10 putting the ball right on the money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a 50-yard throw in the air, and he dropped that right in the bucket, and I'm sure Matthews is just sitting there like, did he really just get this ball to me? Is this really about to drop right into my hands?
Senior Avion Matthews coming into the game tonight with 8 receptions for 211 yards and 2 scores. Second down at 10 for the Cavaliers. Matthews now split to the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers to the top. There's the snap. Looks for Matthews and overthrew him, incomplete. A little miscommunication there, I think, on the route between the quarterback and the wideout.
He's airmailed that throw a little bit, but I like that he went right back to him. He did it earlier in the game with Priestley. Priestley dropped a really nice throw on a second down. He went right back to him on third down and picked up the first. This time he looked for Matthews. Matthews had a drop, and he went right back to him. Now he overthrew him, but he's showing confidence in his guys.
Amir Thomas that time was giving him a lot of space, and they just couldn't complete the underneath route. Trips are bunched up near the bottom of your screen. Troyer drops back. Pressure's coming from Blaine. Those middle of the field, and High Point is the receiver, but just a little too high for Priestley. So it could be a 3-and-out to start the half for the Cavs.
Yeah, great work here by Smyrna. Troyer a little bit off. He was right on the dime on the deep throw. It was dropped, and he misses high on the next 2. And a 3-and-out in less than 30 seconds, Glenn.
Yeah.
That's right what the doctor ordered for Smyrna.
Ashley back deep to receive the punt. Hand back to punt, standing inside his 30-yard line. This looks like Cole Jordan. Cole Jordan is back to punt. Waiting snap from center. High snap, he gets it. Pressure's coming, almost blocked, and they run into the punter, and there's a flag.
They're going to get him.
Yep, Ashley steps away from it. The first player got out of the way for Smyrna and missed the kicker. The second one, though, ran right into him.
That was a roughing, and you know what? Good work by Cope Jordan. That was good form on the – he took the contact the way that you should. He protected himself, but very clearly just a little too aggressive on that pump block. That's all.
Special teams mistake by the Eagles cost them a possession back inside the 30-yard line. It gives Middletown a fresh set of downs.
That's huge. I mean, you did your job. You got the stop, Glenn. Last thing you want to do is run into the punter there.
Yeah. Well, that'll put the ball down at the Eagle 45-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield with Troyer. They'll flank him on either side. Glover and Walker. Glover gets the football, runs behind, blocking, dives inside the Smyrna 40-yard line. He'll pick up about 5 yards.
Probably the best hole that offensive line has opened up tonight, Glenn.
Yeah.
And that's a good first down run, allowing, a head of steam for Amari Glover. Really the first time he's had that.
6-yard pickup. They go quick. Throwing the far flat is complete for a first down inside the Smyrna 35, close to the 30.
That's a great throw, again, by Troyer, leading.
That's Priestley. Yep.
Yeah, he led him in stride to get to that first down marker.
And he picked up 14. Chain gang trying to get set up. Middletown ready to go. Troyer, play action. He's back to pass. He eludes one defender. Has to get rid of the middle of the field. It's tipped.
Oh.
And Davis almost came up with it after the tip.
That ball just kept floating away. And it was a golden opportunity there. in the secondary for Demir Carter, but he could not bring that one in.
Second down at 10. Still early in the third quarter. This is the initial possession for the Cavaliers, aided by a roughing the punter call. Walker gets the ball, eludes one defender at the line of scrimmage, and then will dive down inside the 30 to about the 28. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
Nearly disaster on that handoff. Lucky to hold on to that. And it brings up a 3-yard gain, but that could have been disastrous there.
Yeah. Third down at 7 for the Cavs. Ball down at the 28 of the Eagles. Clock inching down close to 10 minutes here in the third quarter. Troyer gives some instruction to B.J. Garrett. Back to pass. Throws a home run ball. Matthews, there was nobody out there covering him, but the ball was well overthrown and incomplete.
And it's the third one Troyer's missed deep, and on this drive, and what was a almost perfect first half with the exception of the interception.
Yeah,
he's been a little bit off here on this possession with his throws, aside from the first one.
Yeah, so far in this drive, only 1 out of 6 passing, and a big play coming up here. Fourth down and 7. Smyrna with another opportunity to get a stop. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Walker in motion. Troyer's back. He has time. He has all kinds of time. Penalty flag finally thrown, and the ball's passed over Walker, incomplete. And if this is against Middletown, Smyrna might decline it because they'll get the ball on downs.
Yeah, and I would think that's a hold, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Based off where it was thrown at.
That's the point on the field. Yep, it's a holding call. Smyrna will decline this and take the ball on downs.
So there you have it. Smyrna, they force a 3 and out. Then they really hurt themselves with the penalty, and they respond. They do not allow Middletown to get any points. So a little bit more time comes off the clock, but no damage is done.
All right, Eagles, first time they've touched the ball offensively here in the second half. 9:48 to go. Tiberius, the quarterback in this set. Yancey in the backfield. And Nate Roscoe is the up back. He's the blocking back. Handoff to Yancey up the middle. Good footwork as he danced around and got across the 30 to the 31. Pick up a 3.
And again, I mean, Smyrna, they're going to try and commit to both of these teams are trying to get the run game going, Glenn. And, you got to respect that. You don't want to go solely pass here.
Smyrna up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Yancey had 22 yards rushing in the first half. Got 3 there. Second and 7. Now Roscoe will come off the field, and Kearney will come out and line up as a wideout. There's the snap. Though is into the slot, Enriquez, and he goes forward to get a first down up at the 43.
Good throw, and Enriquez started to take his eyes off that football, bobbled it a little bit, but was able to recover and pick up the first down. Nicely done by the sophomore. Now he's a little bit shaken up. Hope everything's okay down there.
Yeah. Stoppage of play after an 11-yard pickup. And he just went straight downfield about 5 yards, sat in that seam inside that zone, caught the pass, and turned around and got good yardage.
It's there, and it's smart there from Tiberi to read that and look for that. Nice work, and you got the first down play. Yeah, Enriquez. Luckily, it looks like it's just a cramp.
Yeah, he's going to come off the field. And thank goodness the weather has held out so far for us tonight. We had that 30% chance of showers, and so far so good.
That's right.
Glenn Hiller, our cameraman, can stand outside in the platform. We don't have to pull him in the press box.
Don't have to pull him in because I do not think we got any rain gear for him. He looks good in that 302 Sports hat, though.
He does. First and 10 for the Eagles. Ball out at their 43. And now Tiberi stops, looks at the sideline. Ashley is lined up behind Kearney. They were stacked. Now they'll reposition. Tiberi, he's got to hurry up and get this play off. And they're not going to get it off. Smyrna has to burn a timeout.
It looks like, whoa, hold on. There's an
offside
encroachment here against Middletown. Wait.
Wow.
Wow is right, Glenn.
Well, that'll bail Smyrna out.
Offside penalty against Middletown.
Wow.
Big penalty there, so it'll be first down and 5 out to the 48 of the Eagles.
Can't have that. If you're the Cavs, cannot have that.
So Enriquez is back in the game. He's a slot receiver at the top of your screen. Ashley and Kearney down to the bottom. Oakley lined up outside up top. I believe it's Oakley. Handoff up the middle. Yancey struggles to get up close to midfield. He's not going to quite make it. He'll pick up a yard.
Yeah, that's a great play up front by number 52, Kasim Powell.
Yeah, he's a senior nose tackle.
He's did a great job of beating his one-on-one and stuffed that play before it could even get going.
Coming into the game tonight, 12 tackles, 3 for loss. So second down and about 3, and Middletown jumped again.
Yes, they did.
So this will be a first down for the Eagles in Cavalier territory down near the 46.
And that's Graham, who is a star on the defensive side of the ball. Perhaps a little too antsy trying to get into that pass rush.
Leads the team coming into tonight with 3.5 sacks.
Yeah, he'll be playing at a Division I school for sure.
A lot of these Middletown players and a few of these Smyrna players too. Got a lot of sophomores on both rosters as well playing, getting play time.
Yes, we do, Glenn. And all across the state, there's a lot of sophomores contributing.
All right, Tiberi in the gun. Takes a snap. Steps back. Pressure's coming on a blitz.
Got to get rid of it.
He just got rid of it. It'll be incomplete, and he was knocked down at the end of the play. Boy, I tell you, rushing through there, I think was number 53 for the Cavs. That's Morgan Davis, a sophomore. We were just talking about sophomores, Pat.
They're all over the field, especially for Middletown. That was one thing that stood out to me, Glenn, when looking at the roster and, watching the game earlier in the year against Sussex Central, as a lot of sophomores contribute for this team. And they're star-studded across all 4 years.
Yeah. All right, after the incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Yancey in the backfield with Tiberi. Receivers 2 by 2. Ashley and Kearney to the bottom. Tiberi back to pass. This time he's got a little time. He's just going to take off and run with it. He is pounded as he got to the line of scrimmage. He'll gain 1 yard.
Yeah, I don't love that decision by the quarterback there. You got to protect yourself. You just ran right into Malachi Stewart, who was able to tee off on you for a gain of 1. But Stewart just unloaded right there.
Yeah, middle linebacker. Leads the linebacking core with 18 tackles coming into the game tonight. And the only returning linebacker that started last year. All right, 3rd down and long for the Eagles. 3rd and 9. Trips to the top. Kearney to the bottom. Tiberi's back. He looks around. He's got time. Now there's a penalty flag. I think we're going to get Smyrna for a hold.
Oh,
Throws
nice.
it late into the flat to the outlet receiver, Enriquez, who goes down the sideline. Close to a first down, but I think it's coming back.
It's a great play. And it's a great play design to have Henriquez there as the safety route. Yeah. And even though Tiberi was across the line of scrimmage, that ball was thrown behind. It was a lateral.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
It was legal. And it's just unfortunate for Smyrna that they're going to get a penalty on this to negate it.
Yeah, holding flag. So instead of what would have been close to a first down, it'll be 3rd down and 19. Back into Smyrna territory at the Eagle 45-yard line. 6:47 to go in this 3rd quarter. It's still just a 1-possession game, 14-6. Middletown on top. Now we have a timeout. The official on the far sideline says the Cavs want to talk about this.
And here's a personnel. I don't think they had the personnel on the field that they wanted there.
Okay.
It's going to force them to burn a timeout.
Next week, Middletown will travel up to actually going to play the game at Caravel as they take on Hodson Votech. Last we heard, Hodson was leading in their game tonight. And they were playing Cesar Rodney. They had a 14-0 lead in the 2nd quarter. Hodson maybe a little bit under the radar, but having a pretty good season. And that'll be a home game for Hodson. But once again, they're working on that school up there, so the game will be played at Caravel. And then Smyrna, they'll be at Cesar Rodney next Saturday for an 11 o'clock kickoff, and we'll be there. The Central crew will bring that game to you.
We have Marty Sheehan. We talked about him earlier in the broadcast. He's got an update from that Hudson game, 28-7.
Okay.
9:35 to go in the third quarter.
All right. Thanks, Marty. Sitting back there in the bunker.
Yep. Kevin Tresolini's got an update for us. Sussex Central's up 30-13 over Appo right now.
30-13. Wow.
30-13. I don't have a time.
Okay.
I believe it's the third quarter.
All right, third down and long for Smyrna, 3rd and 19. Tiberi, back to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Now he's flushed out. He eludes a defender in the backfield, gets to midfield, and he's going to go down at the Middletown 48-yard line, so it'll bring up 4th down and about 12.
He cut the wrong way. If he comes towards his sideline, he's got a lot more green. But, you know, us quarterbacks, we very rarely tuck the ball down and run like that. We don't have the field vision that the running backs do, Glenn. You know, not everybody's a Justin Fields or a Jalen Hurts or a Fran Tarkenton. There you go. There's a name.
Or a Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Josh Allen. I can name a few.
Who else back in? Ken Stabler. Was he a guy that ran the ball a lot?
Snake.
Yeah.
Stabler. Yeah, he ran a little bit. Yeah, Franny Tarkenton, you brought him up, right?
Yeah, he ran, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tiberi back to pass. Throws near flat to Ashley. Ashley's got it. He gets one block, but not another. And he's going to be well short of the first down. Cavaliers will take over on downs. Talk about that hit, Pat.
Yeah, what a hit is right. Coming out here was Kibwe Harris, 6'3", 240. And Avion Matthews did not see him coming, and they may want to check him out because that young man probably hasn't been hit that hard in his life, honestly, because he's usually the guy supplying the hit. That was a bone-jarring hit right there. All that said, like you said, they're giving the ball up on downs, so no harm, no foul.
I got to tell you, coming into this game tonight, I thought both teams would pass the ball all over the field and we'd have a high-scoring game. So far, it's a defensive battle.
It is, and you know what? I'm not mad about it.
Troyer back to pass. Has all day. Lines up, throws it downfield, looking for Garrett, and deflected.
Yeah, they're going to call
and they're going to get a penalty on Amir Thomas, who was covering back there.
Yeah, Thomas. If Thomas just turns and looks for the ball,
yeah.
he's in prime position to intercept it. But he never turned around. It's face guarding. The ball was underthrown. And, you know, Garrett, he's pleading his case. He did right away.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of cowbells ringing on the far side of the field with the Middletown faithful, and a lot of oohs, ahs, and boos coming from the Smyrna side over here down in front of us.
Hey, no one's happy, Glenn. No one's happy, you know.
Stops the clock with about 5.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter.
And
they come back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to call a defensive holding. So I believe that's only a 5-yard penalty as opposed to 15.
Yeah, come back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll step off. No, it's 10. And it's 10-yard penalty. Into Smyrna territory, the Eagle 48, 1st and 10.
With the penalty being 1st and 10, Middletown. Ball on the Smyrna 48-yard line.
You know, Troyer just a little bit underthrown, but again, Garrett had the step on the defender. It was the right decision.
These Cavalier receivers can really get deep.
They're impressive, man.
Matthews split to the bottom of your screen. They give it to Glover up the middle, coming up and making a big stick before he gets across the Smyrna 45 to the 44. And on that tackle, number 24 coming up there, that's Mackenzie Square Ward.
Yeah, Square Ward came up and squared him up.
No pun intended, right?
No. I'm sorry. Apologies for the cheesy joke there, but I couldn't help it. He came up and delivered some pop right there to Glover. But credit to Glover, he fell forward.
Yeah. Picked up about 4 to be 2nd down, a long 6. Once again, Matthews split to the bottom of your screen, 2 receivers to the top. Troyer fakes it to Glover. He throws out here to Matthews. And coming up and making no, he shakes off 2 defenders and is finally gang tackled and will gain about 1 yard. But it took half the defense to bring him down.
Yeah, you know, he got he took the brunt on the defensive side of the ball on that Harris block, and he looked like he was going to deliver some pain to the Smyrna defense on that one. And they did exactly that. He came out there was shoving defenders off of him.
Square Ward is down on the field. They're looking at him. We have an official timeout. 4:44 to go in the third. What has been a one-possession game the whole night. 14-6 Middletown lead, trying to improve to 4-1. Smyrna trying to win their second straight home game and improve to 2-3. And you heard at halftime, if you stayed with us, Athletic Director Bill Schultz saying homecoming is the next home game. Well, that will be the Dover Senators in 2 weeks.
And that'll be another one to highlight on the calendar.
We'll be here for that one, or I will be here for that one.
Yeah. That's
2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks from so the 20th. I will not be here.
Oh, you're going to miss a good one, Pat.
I am. I'm going to have to tune in. So I'm going on my brother-in-law's bachelor party.
Well, you can't miss that.
And I exactly. And, perhaps we throw the game on while we get ready to go out for dinner or something,
There you go.
That might be the move.
All right. Mackenzie Square Ward came off under his own power. On the field, 3rd down and 5 from Middletown. Troyer in the gun. Straight back to pass. Now he rolls near side, trying to look for somebody. He's going to tuck it in and run with it, and he runs out of bounds inside the Smyrna 40. They're going to mark him at the 37, and that's enough for a first.
Tell you what, presence of mind, knowing where the sticks was by Troyer. Gets it, doesn't allow himself to take a hit, getting out of bounds. Heads up play from the quarterback.
Yeah, he gained just enough.
Let me ask you, Glenn, what do you think of the Middletown, the black making their way into the uniform?
Yeah, about that.
With the pants.
Black pants. Of course, they got their Middletown blue helmets. But, yeah, it's a new look.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's a clean look for them.
And you got to do a Middletown home game, so you saw the blue out with the lights.
Oh, I love that. I do love that.
Troyer hands off to Glover, runs right into his own line at the Smyrna 35, gets to the 34-yard line.
See what this penalty is here, Glenn. Let's see.
Another penalty. Got a lot of yellow hankies out there. Well, no, they're not yellow tonight. I've seen some officials with the pink.
Pink, yeah. I think they might have been lined up wrong, Glenn.
Well, it's going to go against the Cavaliers, 5-yard penalty.
They may not have had enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, legal shift. I thought I saw one of the linemen jump back on the snap count before the snap. I don't know whether that had anything to do with it or not.
He's doing his best Lane Johnson impersonation.
Yeah. So 1st down and 15. Ball back at the Eagles' 42-yard line. Troyer has Matthews split to the bottom of your screen. Walker back there with him. Pressure's coming from B. West. Walker picked it up. Rolling far side. Troyer, penalty flag is thrown. He throws it down in the end zone, out of bounds, not catchable. And I think we're going to have another holding call against Middletown in the backfield.
I think you're right. And this is just tough. I mean, and that's all West.
Yeah.
That's all energy from him because he had 2 people trying to block him, and he fought his way through. And Troyer did a good job navigating the pocket there, but when that starts to happen, sometimes the linemen, they can't help it.
So it's going to be 1st and 25 now for the Cavaliers. They're going backwards now. They're back on their side of midfield at their own 47-yard line.
At this point, Smyrna, you do not want to let anyone behind you, and you just want to secure tackles. That's your job.
1st down, 25. Ball on the
just over 4 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter.
Middletown, 48-yard line.
All of the scoring tonight has happened with under 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Troyer has trips to the bottom of your screen. Pressure coming again from West. He steps up, throws middle of the field, and in and out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. And he was popped right at the end. That was Jacoby Rogers.
Yeah, he got him. And there's nothing intentional there. Momentum just slid in there. Troyer a little bit behind the receiver on that one. Not many plays in the playbook for 1st and 25, Glenn.
That'll bring up 2nd and 25. Still a little over 4 minutes to go in this 3rd.
This would be one of those opportunities potentially for a screen. I'd like to see maybe a screen, try and take advantage of the aggressiveness in this Smyrna pass rush.
Now we'll see what happens as Troyer got the play from the sidelines. He has Walker in the backfield with him. And the receivers are 2 by 2. Matthews in motion. They flip it to him. He's trying to get the edge on the far side, and he gets away from 2 defenders, but not the third. Will get into Smyrna territory just shy of the Eagle 45-yard line.
Not too bad right there. I mean, that's the only way they've been able to get the ball into his hands so far tonight. He did a good job cutting it up, trying to make something happen, and at least it's a little bit more manageable. He's still got ways to go here on this 3rd down, but at least he picked up about 7 of the 3rd and about 18. He's a hard nut to bring down, too. Yeah, he's a load, man. He's strong. I mean, you saw that on the basketball court. He's one of the best rebounders in the state as well.
All right, 3rd and long for the Cavs. 3:20 to go in the 3rd. Troyer back to pass. Blitz is coming up, and they got him. It's ball's loose. Now they're going to say incomplete pass.
No, I don't know. I think that's a fumble and recovery, Glenn.
Oh, they are. They're going to say the ball was recovered on the ground. So the Eagles are going to have the ball at about the Middletown 42. Who was that blitzer that came in there?
That is number 8 right there, Dylan Harris.
Wow.
5'10", $175 off the delayed blitz. I don't think Troyer ever saw him.
No.
And he went to throw, and as he was reaching back, he's popped. What a play right there by Harris. Difference maker.
Sack and a fumble and a big turnover. And that gives the Eagles the ball with 3:12 to go in the 3rd. The ball will be at the 44-yard line of the Cavaliers.
Hey, he's a couple of the Wayne brothers right here with their JMU swag on the sidelines as well. It's a homecoming game.
Yeah. Got Debo Williams here tonight from University of South Carolina. Yancey gets the edge on the outside inside the Middletown 40, and he will dance his way down close to the 37.
Yeah, it's Wayne and Ymir down there.
Yeah, the Knight brothers. So JMU must be off this weekend.
Yep. How about JMU 5-0?
Yeah.
And they're not going to be bowl eligible because they still haven't passed the threshold yet of the jump up. So they will not be bowl eligible, even though if they win one more game,
they would be, right?
They would be,
yeah.
Right.
Marks, it's his series. He's back in a quarterback. Receivers 2 by 2. Second down and 4. Back to pass. He throws downfield, has Enriquez inside the 15, down close to the 10-yard line.
What a throw by Marks. And there he is, Enriquez, finding a way to get open. One-on-one coverage, you're taking that every day of the week and twice on Sunday, Glenn. Or twice on Friday, maybe we should say. Oh, boy, the puns.
That goes for 26 yards. Trips to the top of your screen. Mark fakes it, throws the middle of the field, completes the pass inside the 10. They're going to mark his forward progress to the 5, and that's Andre Ashley.
Nice work there by Marks. He's got a really good feel for, this read option type play and the RPO.
Inside of 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and now wholesale changes for Smyrna. They're bringing in the earthquake formation.
Yes, they are.
Here comes Dixon.
And
he'll be at quarterback with Kearney.
Middletown nearly had too many men on the field.
And now we've got a botched play. Smyrna never got that off correctly. I don't think the snap ever came back. So it was 2nd down and 4 at the Middletown 5, but a procedure call against Smyrna is going to back them up and make it 2nd down and 9. So now what do you do? Do you leave the earthquake out? Do you bring the traditional offense back on the field?
We'll see. Looks like they may keep it out there. I mean, this is 3-down territory for this group.
Yeah, but now you're way out near the 10-yard line. Dixon and Kearney. Kearney takes a direct snap, tries to go straight up the middle. Forward progress to maybe the 7 or 8 yard line.
Kendre Matthews up from the safety spot to make the tackle. There's the switch out, Glenn. I'll tell you who else I see down on that sideline is Nolan Henderson.
Yeah, Nolan Henderson's on the staff. He's been helping out. He's a volunteer coach with the QBs. They bring the traditional offense back out. 3rd down and 8 from the 8. And down close to a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. Smyrna looking for their 2nd touchdown of the night. Now they do some shifting. Enriquez will move down as a slot receiver. Yancey in the backfield with Marks. Marks fakes the throw, comes back in the other direction, looking for Yancey in the end zone. And, is that picked off again by Davis?
Yes,
Davis
it is.
picks it, Marks off for the second time in the end zone.
Ronell, and that's just there's a penalty marker there, little extracurriculars on the sideline. Freshman mistake. You do not want to throw that ball across your body, especially rolling to your left, your non-throwing side, to try and stop and throw that ball back towards the middle is just a major no-no. You don't do it. And that's just a young player. Yeah, it's a growing moment. Unfortunately, it's going to cost them points here.
Right. And then there was a penalty after the play. I'm not sure which team it was on. That's the second time tonight that Smyrna was down deep and gave the ball up, turned it over.
I think this is going to be an unsportsmanlike. It's just a matter of who's the unsportsmanlike on,
right.
Glenn. Put another turnover in the red zone.
Yeah.
Ronell Davis again, like you said again, it's him twice.
He's bucking for player of the game. He's caught a touchdown. He's caught several big passes tonight.
This will be a half a distance penalty because of where we're at on the field.
All right, so it was against Middletown.
It was.
Ball's going to go back to the Cavaliers 10.
And yet again, another opportunity for Middletown to try and seize the game here.
Yeah. Troyer flanked by Walker and Glover in the backfield. Gives the ball to Walker. Runs right into the middle of the pile and surges forward for a couple.
That may take us to the fourth. Let's see.
We're down close to a half a minute to go here in this third quarter. Neither team able to score. And Middletown, I don't know whether they have to take another snap here.
Yeah, I don't know if they do.
Walker is limping off the field a little bit. Now he's going to go down.
No, that will stop it.
The official timeout with 19 seconds to go for Walker. It looked like maybe he was cramping up too.
Yeah, that's it's still humid a little bit. It gets hot during the day, Glenn.
Oh yeah,
it's getting hot during the days, and then it cools off here at night.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of fog in the mornings all week this week.
We have.
And if things are going to cool off, I think Saturday it's supposed to start out fairly warm, and then a front comes in. And Sunday and Monday it's going to barely get to 60.
I'm not mad about it,
Me either.
I'm not mad about it. I'll break the crew necks out, the beanie hats. I'm going to talk to some friends in the neighborhood. Maybe we get a nice fire going.
Yeah.
It's that time of the year, my friend.
I got to give a shout-out, too, to Twitter Phil. He and I were talking before the game started. As I was awaiting your arrival along with Mr. Hiller. You two guys facing a little adversity tonight.
You're not kidding.
You came through in the clutch, though.
I'll tell you, facing adversity is the proper terminology, Glenn, and I got to be honest with you, the emotions got to me a little bit on the road today. It's not the way that we drew it up, that was for sure. Not the way that we drew it up today.
All right, Middletown's not even going to bring the offense out. The clock will run down and run out on the third quarter, a scoreless third quarter. A defensive struggle here tonight in the Harvest Bowl. We got 12 minutes of regulation to go. Middletown 14, Smyrna 6. Back after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate.
All right, we're back here to start the fourth quarter. Cavaliers with a 2nd down and 7. Throwing the flat, and Matthews caught that ball in the tip drill up at the 15-yard line. Great job by him. And a lot of pressure on Troyer that time. He got hit right when he let it go.
And I'll tell you what, just a good all-around catch.
Yeah.
Just to make that play.
That was 8-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down, about 5. Matthews is alone. I tell you, he's done a great job concentrating on these passes tonight. Troyer takes a snap, and now we got a whistle before the play gets underway. Going to have another 5-yard penalty here. And it's going to go against the offense. Ball back to the Cavalier 15-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10.
You know, they've hurt themselves a few too many times, and you know, Smyrna just hasn't been able to take advantage of it. You know, with turnovers of their own, but Middletown hasn't played their cleanest game of the season.
Now, Troyer was exceptional in the first half,
Yep.
only completing 3 of 10 here in the second half.
It looks similar to what happened last year against Smyrna.
Yeah. Throwing the far flat. Priestley's wide open up at the 20, and he's
Whoa.
still on his feet. 2 defenders sandwiched him, and he got up close to the 30-yard line, and a first down, and Middletown gets out of trouble.
Low center of gravity there by Priestley, and you got to wrap him up. Like, just hitting him is not going to be enough. And those Smyrna secondary players, they found that one out.
They gave him too much of a cushion. 15-yard pass play gives the Cavaliers a fresh set of downs with 10:50 to go in the game. From their own 30-yard line, Troyer gets the play from the sideline. Matthews, the lone receiver, to the bottom of your screen. 2 to the top. And we've got Tucker to Shield in the backfield now. He gets the ball, runs it off tackle, and he might have gotten a yard before he's pushed back. He's still out there fighting for yardage, though. They call him Tuck the Duck.
And the momentum stopped him. Not much room to run on that one,
No.
man. Good work there by that Smyrna Eagle front.
It's been tough for them to run against the Eagles tonight.
It has. It has.
Most of the damage done through the air for Middletown. 2nd down and 9, ball at their own 31.
Well, and that's like you said. I mean, that's why they had success in the first half. Troyer was great through the air. In the second half, he's kind of taken a little bit of a step back, and the running game hasn't been there. So, that's forced a little bit of slowness from this offense here.
2 receivers, top and bottom of your screen. Troyer back to pass, looks far side. Throws it long downfield, and just a little bit underthrown and incomplete.
He missed on the inside there, but again, took the shot, and the arm strength is impressive. Threw that from darn near his 25 and made it all the way to the opposite 20.
And that B.J. Garrett can fly,
yes,
man.
Yes, he can, man. I'm telling you, between those 4 receivers that they got, man, 3 of them remind me of Godwin from back in the day. They're tall, they can run,
they
can catch.
Priestley's a good possession receiver, and they've added Matthews to the mix.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd down and 9. 9.5 minutes to go. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Troyer looks over the defense. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, throws far sideline, incomplete. And it'll be 4th down. And Smyrna's done a pretty good job making adjustments in the locker room here for the second half.
Yeah, they have. Troyer there just got a little lazy with the footwork. Threw that one off balance. Didn't throw with a whole lot of, the feet were all disjointed, and it cost them to be a little inaccurate on that. But there you go, yeah. Unable to really bring something to the table, this offense. And again, that lack of ground game, I think, Glenn, is a big one, because now the passing game's kind of getting a little bit, and they don't have that other side of the ball to fall back on right now.
Cole Jorgensen back to punt. If you're Smyrna, you stay away from him this time. There's the punt, far side of the field. Ashley stepped up. Now he's just going to get out of the way, let it be down. Good roll, nice punt by Cole Jorgensen, all the way down to the Smyrna 19-yard line.
It's a great punt. And there you go again. The art of being able to field a punt is so crucial.
Yeah.
It would have saved them 20 yards of field position right there if they were able to do so.
All right, 9:14 to go. Smyrna has had some opportunities. They've gotten deep into Middletown territory, but they've turned it over twice down inside the red zone on interceptions, and both of them by Davis.
Yeah, and he was just sitting there reading the quarterback's eyes and never came off the initial read. And it was just easy pickings for the future D1 safety cornerback.
Tiberi, this is his series. Yancey with him in the backfield. Puts it in the belly of Yancey. Yancey with a good stutter step move at the line, and he'll get about 6 yards up to the 25.
Good run, and there you go. That's a good run play there. And now Tiberi gets his possession, and let's see if the veteran quarterback can lead the way
he
here.
Started out at Salesianum, went to William Penn, back to Salesianum, and now down here to Smyrna. Second down of 4. They're going to hand it off to Yancey again. Waits for the blocking to develop. Carries a defender up close to the 30 and very close to a first down.
I think he may got it. They're going to stop the clock. So I think they're going to give him the first down, Glenn.
Now here's the thing. If Smyrna can punch in a touchdown, they're going to have to get that 2-point conversion to be able to tie the game.
Yes, they are.
Puts it in the belly again. This time, Tiberi takes it himself, made the wrong decision. He is wrapped up for a loss and a flag. I think we're going to have another face mask.
I was going to say, are they going to call that from over here? Let's see. It was close.
Yep. I'm pretty sure a face mask.
And they're going to
wave it off.
They're going to wave it off.
Okay, so a loss on the play.
Not a great one there.
No.
It was just, no matter what decision he made, I don't think it was going to be of much success. Just good defense right there from the Cavaliers.
Ball back now at the Eagle 25, so it's second down of 14. 2 receivers, top and bottom of your screen. And now in at the running back is number 15, Carroll. Carroll runs it right up the middle. He'll get about 4 yards, making it 3rd and 11.
15, Christian Carroll.
That gives Carroll unofficially 3 carries for 0 yards gain. Clock running down to 7:45 to go. This time Nate Roscoe, the blocking back, will come out.
It's a big down right here, Glenn.
Yeah.
Big down for the Eagles.
3rd down and 11. Tiberi walked up to the center. 2-by-2 again. Enriquez in motion. Pump fake.
They're going.
Looking for Oakley. And can't quite get it to him.
And they had it. And you saw this is what this offense will do. They hit you with these quick hitters, these hitch routes, these wide receiver screens at the line, and try and suck you up.
Yeah.
Great job by Kendre Matthews to not dial up on the pump fake, see that they were faking the block and trying to get deep, and at least causing that to be a perfect throw. Tiberi wasn't able to get it out there, and now it's a 4th down and more than likely a punt here for Smyrna.
Yeah, with only 7:17 left, they have to hope the defense can get another stop. Tiberi, nice punt.
Wow.
Nobody back deep. This is going to bounce inside the 20, 15, and it's going to be down close to the 12 or 13-yard line. Yeah, it was a Cavalier back there at the last second, and he almost dangerously tried to pick that up.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the youngster was doing. He's going to get an earful from the coaching staff there. Get away from the ball. But how about Tiberi, man? He could do it with his arm and his leg. Pump, pass, and kick. Is this Randall Cunningham? Is this Jim Thorpe? Who is this out here, this guy?
Very good punt, yes. So it stops the clock. 7:04 to go in the ball game. Middletown pinned back inside their own 15-yard line. Neither team has been able to get into the end zone here in the second half.
It's been both defenses have figured something out here in the second half, Glenn.
Yep.
The offenses have not been able to get in stride.
Troyer in the gun. Walker to his right. Walker gets the football. and will crash across the 15 out maybe to the 16-yard line.
Good to see him back out there on the field. He was in some discomfort earlier in the quarter, and now Smyrna player in some discomfort. He's all right. He's okay.
Yeah, he got up after a 3-yard pickup by Walker. Second down at 7 from Middletown, who might be content to try to keep the ball on the ground and try to get a first down that way and run the clock.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what they're going to look to do.
They're changing up a lot of personnel. It's like they're bringing in some additional bigger players. We got Walker in the game. Matthews will split to the near side.
Both tailbacks.
Yeah.
And then also it looks like a blocking back, Tyler Bolden.
Give us right up the middle. Looks like the first one in there to make a stop was Avon Trader for Smyrna after a gain of about 3 yards.
Now a big third down for Middletown.
Yeah.
I mean, back and forth these defenses go with stops potentially here.
I'm thinking maybe Zach Blum from Middletown saying, you know what, I've got a lot of confidence in my defense. If we don't get the first down here, I think we can continue to put the pressure on the Eagles offense. 3rd down and 4. Troyer letting the clock run to the last second. Takes a snap, turns, gives it to Walker. Oh, hitting the backfield. What a stick. It's number 24 coming up there to make the stop. Mackenzie Square Ward.
Square Ward, he's come up a few times and made plays. And there's another one. This young man stepping up with the late scratches to the Smyrna defense, and he's come in and he has shown up tonight, Glenn.
2-yard loss behind the line of scrimmage, a TFL for Square Ward. Clock running, down inside of 5:20 to go. Ashley back deep, standing about the 40. And Cole Bjornson back to punt for the Cavaliers. He boomed the last one. And I think maybe if you're Smyrna this time, you signal fair catch and try to save yardage. High punt, not a lot of distance, good hang time. And it does not take a good Middletown bounce this time. Down to the Cavalier 45. No return, but the Eagles have good field position with 4:54 to go, Pat.
I was going to say, and I think this is their best opportunity in terms of starting field position, and they're going to go back to the youngster Marks here. Yeah. And, you know, Marks has done a good job at getting them into the red zone. He's gotten them down the field. It's when that field tightens up, that's when the decision-making in the game's got to get slow. And as a freshman, as well-trained as he is, and we know that he is, sometimes this varsity game, again, he's a 14-year-old kid. Yeah, it's going fast still. And see if they're going to be able to finish a drive off here.
From the Cavalier 45, 1st and 10 for Smyrna. Marks puts it into the belly of Dior Mackey, and he'll dive down to the 40 for 5 yards.
Just ran into a freight train in there and Cassine Powell. He just bounced off of him.
They're going to say his knee touchdown at the Cavalier 41 and pick up a 4. 2nd and 6. Nate Roscoe is in at the blocking back, and they got Middletown to move.
Oh, he didn't go. He didn't go.
Now here's the flag down here. It's just took it that official a while to get it pulled out. Offside against the Cavs. So now it's 2nd and 1.
It's Graham again. I mean, the veteran pass rusher there, Tristan Graham, the senior, with 3.5 sacks on the season.
They're trying to get an advantage, getting a jump on the snap count. So now it's 2nd down and 1. Mackey stays in the game at running back.
Now 2nd and 1, this is usually where aggressive offenses will take their deep shot.
Yeah.
I think they got 2 cracks on 3rd and 4th and short. Let's see if the Smyrna offense will do the same.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. They give it right to Mackey. Big opening. He's at the 20 and bounced out inside the Cavalier 20.
Big run. It's good blocking up front, Glenn. He finally got some space. And yet again, the Smyrna offense down in the red zone. Will they execute? 2 red zone turnovers already in this game. Let's see if they can tighten it up here.
19-yard pickup by Mackey. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Now they're going to bring the earthquake formation out.
I don't mind this.
Dixon takes the snap, following blocking inside the 15, and he'll go down right at the 15.
5-yard gain, 4-yard gain. That's not bad on first down.
3-yard pickup for Jesse Dixon. Under 3.5 to go.
It's not the worst thing here because you're taking time off the clock. You don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Troyer and company if you do put a score in.
Kearney takes a snap right up the middle of the field. And he dives down close to the 11-yard line. He's going to pick up 4 more.
Yep. 3rd down and 2.
Clock running, down to 3 minutes to go.
Hold on, Glenn. We're coming in for a landing, bud.
Yeah. 3rd down and a long 2, short 3 for Smyrna.
They're switching the personnel out.
Yep. They're going to bring the traditional offense back out. Mark's at quarterback. Enriquez in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Looks in the end zone. And he was looking for Enriquez, but he was covered up pretty well down there by Dorian Rutledge. Incomplete.
Nice job there by Rutledge. And I think what they were trying to do is potentially get him lined up with a linebacker. You know, putting him in the backfield, getting Henriquez potentially on a linebacker there. But great bump coverage by Middletown, and Rutledge was not fooled by it. And you got skill on skill right there, skill position on skill position. I like it.
They're going to flip back to the Earthquake. Big play. This could be the game.
Is it 4th and 3, Glenn? 4th and 2. Oh,
Middletown jumped. Middletown jumped. That'll stop the clock with 2:36 to go and give Smyrna an automatic first down. It'll be down at the 6-yard line.
I mean, it's been at least 4 or 5 times now that we've seen a lineman jump.
Yeah.
And extend drives. You can't keep shooting yourselves in the foot. And this goes on both ways. They both kind of hurt themselves in this one.
1st and goal for Smyrna at the Cavaliers 6-yard line. 2:30 to go in the game. Dixon quarterbacking in the Earthquake. Takes a snap himself. Makes a cut at the 5. He's down close to the 3-yard line.
I mean, Glenn, this is vintage Smyrna. I mean, this is vintage Smyrna. We've seen this for a decade under Coach Judy. For some reason, this is so hard to defend.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter the personnel.
It's intricate blocking in that interior line. 2nd and goal from the 3. Who's going to get the ball, Dixon or Kearney? Kearney takes it straight ahead. He's close. Waiting for the signal. He's in for the touchdown. And Smyrna has an all-important 2-point try coming up with 1:51 to go.
This is huge, and they do have all 3 of their timeouts left. If for some reason they do not get this, if they can force a 3 and out, they do have the ability to stop the clock 3 times. And there's a timeout by Middletown. Well, and that's because they sense the importance here.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you shut this down if you can.
Yeah. Now, Smyrna has done some interesting wrinkles off of the Earthquake in the past. You've got Dixon in there who's a quarterback.
Right.
He can take it, step back, and throw a pass.
He can. I mean, we've seen him do it, and he's got a pretty darn good arm, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen the passes off of this. I remember seeing Will Knight make throws out of this.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And Ymir Knight, his brother.
Yes. So, I mean, they have it in the playbook. Do they bring it out here? That's going to be the question.
Big call coming up. And what a huge play that was that Middletown jumped off sides to give Smyrna that 1st and goal.
Yes, it was.
On the 4th down play.
It was. And, again, the ability to execute in the red zone.
All right, here's the personnel from the Earthquake coming out on the field.
And that's the key, is they went to the Earthquake this time instead of relying on the passing game.
Dixon and Kearney in the backfield. Brandon West is one of the up-back blockers along with Yancey. They run to the wide side of the field. Kearney is tackled in the ankles. He's not going to get in.
He stopped. There was a hole, Glenn, but he didn't hit it. He kept trying to bounce, and it's Ronell Davis who gets off of the block and comes up with a huge tackle off the edge there. The JMU commit comes up with a big-time play. He's had 2 interceptions in this game and potentially a game-saving tackle on that 2-point conversion. Again, still a minute 51 to go, but that was another huge play by number 3 in White.
Well, now up and coming, obviously we're going to have the onside kick attempt with 1:51 to go. A 2-point ball game. What a Harvest Bowl game we have here tonight. We had one last year, Pat. You remember, Middletown won the first half. Smyrna won the second half. Game was tied. We thought we were going to OT. And then on 4th down and long, Troyer steps back and finds Noah Crisilla in the end zone for a touchdown that won the game.
Yeah.
And that was probably under 15 seconds to go.
It was under 50, and an unfortunate situation as a Smyrna defender fell down.
Right.
And left Crisilla all alone back there. You're exactly right, Glenn.
Yep.
And again, just another classic. Both of these teams. And,
yeah.
then obviously the playoff game. I mean, nothing needs to be said about that. An unbelievable performance from Smyrna in that semifinal.
Well, that whole postseason last year, they just dominated.
Gosh.
All right. Onside attempt
team
coming up.
I mean, you can see you got Matthews, Davis, Garrett.
Yep. Salguero's the kicker. Now let's see what happens here.
It's another Smyrna staple, the onside kick.
Salguero approaches it.
Oh, it's a good one.
It's a free ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Nobody touched it, I don't think.
Nah, I don't think anyone touched it either.
So Middletown's going to have the football. And I don't know. I think Smyrna has used at least one timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure if they did. I
know Middletown did in just this last possession.
And I think Middletown may have one left. I thought Smyrna had all 3 left, but I could be wrong. I may have missed something somewhere, or for clicking. I may have missed a click.
Well, the Cavs are going to have the ball. I'm sure this is going to be a steady diet of running it to try to run out the clock, and it'll all be dependent on how many timeouts Smyrna has left.
Nonetheless, I mean, even if it's 2 timeouts, they'll be able to get the ball back. It's just a matter of how much time. And they absolutely need to force a 3 and out. I mean, that's without say, if they want to have a chance here.
All right, Matthews
young
split to the bottom.
The young quarterback in there, and he's the runner.
Yeah. Number 14, Darian Cunningham, the sophomore.
Hey, Cunningham can run himself.
He's going to take it himself after a play fake, and he's going to get out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a mistake. And that's the risk you take by putting the young quarterback in the game. You got to stay in bounds.
And he only gained a yard, maybe 2 yards. So that stopped the clock with 1:45, and that helped Smyrna to conserve a timeout.
You got to stay up the middle right here. You can't really concern yourself too much with trying to fight for an extra yard or 2. You got to keep the clock moving.
Cunningham in the gun. Oh he
boy.
mishandled the snap. He goes back to get it, and he's going to be tackled for a big loss. And that's Brandon West on the tackle back inside the 30. And I believe Smyrna just stopped the clock with 1:39 to go.
Wow, that's big right there. And I think you got to get Troyer. You got to get your senior back out there on the field. Emotions are running high. You want to get your playmakers potentially back on the field. Nice idea, nice try. I get the idea there. I get the concept.
Yeah.
I think you get your guys back on the field here for this 3rd down. Give it to one of your sophomore horse running backs. Seriously, and let them go.
Well, I have to tell you, there has not been a ton of offense here in this second half.
Do you dare throw it, Glenn?
Well, that would certainly catch Smyrna off guard, I would think.
Yeah. Oh, how exciting is this?
Oh, great Harvest Bowl game. As far as excitement, there have been way too many penalties in this game.
Yes.
So it's been a little sloppy.
I agree.
Once again, Middletown, next Friday night, they will travel upstate, not too far, just across the canal. They'll face Hodson Votech at Caravel. And then Smyrna next Saturday, 11 o'clock kickoff. They'll be at Caesar Rodney. We'll have that game for you. 3rd down and 19 for Middletown. And if Smyrna does have 2 timeouts left, they get a stop here on 3rd down. call the timeout, they're going to get the ball back.
With the timeout.
Right.
Yeah. That's why the getting out of bounds was just unfortunate on first down there. All right, here you go. You're going to spread the field out, put your weapons out there. I'm curious to see if they'll let Troyer throw it.
Yeah, he's
Go
back
for the
there.
backbreaker. Let's see.
Flanked by Walker. Fakes it to Walker. He's back to throw, and he's sacked by Brandon West.
And there's the timeout. What a job by this Smyrna defense, Glenn.
That's the second sack tonight by West.
Unbelievable. And there it is. I mean, that kid's unblockable, Glenn.
Yeah.
I mean, he's unblockable. He just makes plays. Again, folks, this young man is 5'11". He's all of 200 pounds, if that.
If that, yeah.
And he's going out here at a defensive end position. You just don't see guys at that height that are this much of a difference maker at that position. They're usually in the secondary, at safety, at the lower tiers.
Yeah.
You may see them at linebacker. This young man's playing at the highest level, at the highest tier, playing defensive end.
Yeah.
And he's elite
and
at
he's
it.
been starting for 3 years.
Yeah. It's impressive. It is impressive.
Middletown well, they didn't recover. The onside kick attempt went out of bounds with 1:51 to go. There's 1:33 left.
Yeah.
And now Middletown has to punt.
The first down play, they helped Smyrna by running out of bounds. And then back-to-back sacks.
Now, I know
timeouts.
special teams coach does not want Andre Ashley to field this if there's any chance that he might get hit and fumble. But if you get a good bounce, you want to save field position.
Fair catch it.
Yes.
Catch it and stop it. You do not want it to bounce. Oh,
Penalty flag.
I think there's a little potential offsides here, a little lineup in the neutral zone. So 5 more yards here from Middletown, which is going to help the field position battle here.
And helped Cole Jorgensen with his punt. Last one he got great hang time, but didn't get a good bounce.
Glenn, I don't think the point you made should be understated. Letting this ball bounce the way that it did on the previous punt would be foolish. I mean, that was another 8 seconds potentially off the clock. 7 seconds.
Yeah. All right, here's the punt. High punt.
Come get it.
Spiraling.
Gotta come
Ashley runs under it.
Boy.
Did he touch it? I don't
No,
think he
didn't.
did. Middletown's going to down it. Wow. Inside the Smyrna 35 at the 34 with 1:24 left, and I don't know whether Smyrna has any timeouts remaining.
If they do, they have 1. So we'll see. Well, here we go. What will Middletown hold on?
And it'll be Tiberius series.
Does Smyrna have another shot in them? Having the senior quarterback out there, I think, is big here on this last drive. Got to find 17 if you're this Middletown defense. Henriquez in one play could get behind you.
Right.
And they do. They got him bracketed. This is Davis with safety help over the top here.
Yeah.
On Henriquez in the slot.
I'm not sure. You just take what the defense gives you. Take a short one and see if they can break it a little bit. Then get out of bounds.
That gets you to a point to where at least you could get the ball to the end zone on a throw.
Right.
You can spike, even with the lack of timeouts. You can always, get up there and spike the football.
Right. All right, Tiberi. Final instructions to the line. Dior Mackey fake to him, rolls near side. Throw and completes it up at the 44-yard line, but Ashley couldn't get out of bounds.
He's got to get the ball right to the line, Judge. This is great work right here by Smyrna. Look how fast they're up on the football. Well done. Oh, there's a stop. Oh, they gave him a first down, Glenn.
Yeah.
Gave him a first down.
Stopped the clock with 1:14. Now it's running again. Tiberi again gives the play to the line. Mackey in the backfield. Receivers 2 by 2. Fake. Back to pass. Has plenty of time. Throws the out pattern. Completes it into Middletown territory to Enriquez. And out of bounds at the Cavalier 47.
And there's
and
an
a flag.
unsportsmanlike.
Against who?
I think it's on Smyrna. I think somebody on the sidelines made contact with a player.
Oh, well, that would be just ridiculous.
Can't have that. I mean, that's a great route by Henriquez. Great poise and throw. And this penalty could come back to really hurt Smyrna. That could be 15 huge yards right there.
It was a 10-yard pickup, enough for an apparent first down by Phoenix Enriquez. And now the officiating crew is going to get together.
And I think this is a Smyrna sideline infraction. One of the players on the sidelines made contact. I believe, with one of the Middletown players. Hey, this is where the emotions, the team that's more in control of their emotions is going to be the benefit.
Yeah.
The guy on the other team comes over on the sidelines and starts chirping you. You can't give in to that bait because you're going to get the penalty.
And this could be disastrous for Smyrna if they have any chance of trying to get this win. Officials are still discussing this. This is a long break.
I'm trying to make sure they get this right. And it could be just a point of where is the ball at? Where are we penalizing it? Where are we moving it to?
Clock is stopped with just under 60 seconds to go in regulation.
Based off some of the coaching staff's reaction, I feel as though Smyrna understood what happened there. That there was some sort of inappropriate behavior on the sidelines here.
All right, waiting for the white hat to give us a signal. There he goes.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, personal foul.
That's a sideline infraction. I think you're right.
Yeah.
So instead of the first down, look at this, all the way back inside the Eagle 40.
Can't do that. You just
at
can't
the 38-yard line, a very costly penalty against the Eagles. And you can hear the cowbells if you can't. On the far side of the field, we can.
You can't have that. But nonetheless, Smyrna's still got a chance. You got a minute left here.
Replay the down. Yep. Second down, 16.
Dead ball was stopped, yeah, because of the out of bounds on the catch.
Yep. Fake the run play. Tiberi steps up in the pocket. He's going to be wrapped up across the 40.
Oh my
still
Lord!
Going
Holy
at 45,
smokes.
40, 35, and wrapped up and thrown down at the 31-yard line.
Holy, wow, Glenn. I mean, Middletown just stopped playing. They just gave up on it. That is stunning. That just made up for the penalty yards.
31-yard pickup by Tiberi. The whistle didn't blow. You thought Middletown had him. Clock running again.
Wow.
And now the official calls a timeout.
It's going to be an official timeout to get the change right.
Now they're going to put time back on the clock.
Wow.
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 42 seconds to go. Clock running. Tiberi rolls far side. Now he sets up. He's looking downfield. Nobody's open. He's going to run with it himself, and he's tackled inside the 30 down to the 27.
There's the last timeout. There's the last
and there's Smyrna's last timeout.
I don't love that decision there by Tiberi. You're doing a great job. You got a lot of protection. If you don't like what you're seeing, just throw the ball to the receiver closest to the sideline and throw it out of bounds.
All right, you got a second down play here, Pat. You got no more timeouts. Do you take what the defense gives you on a sideline pattern and then take a shot in the end zone?
Yeah, I think you got to secure the first down here. The last thing you want to do is limit yourselves because you didn't get a first down.
Yeah.
I would try and get a new set of downs with, you're under 30 seconds left, and then you're going to work with those 4 downs to go to the end zone.
So on the scoreboard, 30 seconds to go.
Right now, Glenn, with the timeout, they're probably going to put 2 plays out there.
Yeah.
Hey, this is going to be the first play.
Right.
Once we get the first down, we're not spiking it. We're getting up on the ball with no timeouts left. So that means, like, if you're tackled in bounds, we're getting up on the ball. This is what we're running second.
Right. And one thing you cannot afford here is any kind of sack or TFL. Tiberi's got to get rid of the ball.
Correct.
And I didn't see anybody open on that last play. Trips to the top of your screen. Enriquez to the bottom in the slot. Troyer has Mackey in the backfield with him. Looks to the sideline. They're changing the play up. He gives the play to the O-line. Tiberi looks sideline. Enriquez has it, but he's tackled in bounds at the 29.
They got to get up on the ball. They got to get up on the ball.
Excuse me,
here.
at the 24. That only gained 3.
You really don't want to spike here.
No, he is going to spike it. Now it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and about 2.
Man, and now look again, because you didn't get the first down here, and I may have ran another play there. because more than likely you're gonna get if you complete it, you're getting a first down. If you don't, at least the clock stopped.
Yep.
But it comes down to like it's one player bust here.
4th and 2, 14 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Smyrna. What the spike did allow Smyrna to do is now set up this play.
Correct. That is true.
Mackey in the backfield with Tiberi. Trips to the top. Enriquez to the bottom. Looks like one-on-one coverage in the top of your screen. Double coverage at the bottom on Enriquez. Looking for Enriquez, sideline, but he's going to be in bounds. He's tackled. He got out of bounds.
Wow, what an effort. Just drug the defender out of bounds.
Unbelievable. Tackled down at the 19-yard line, and that's enough to move the chains, but there's only 8 seconds left.
He just dragged Rutledge out of bounds. What a job. Nonetheless, he would have got the first down. It would have stopped temporarily anyway. But at least now you don't have to spike.
No. Well, this is time for maybe 1 or 2 shots to the end zone.
Yeah, you're right, Glenn.
Enriquez will be the receiver to the bottom of your screen. Ashley, Oakley, and Kearney to the top.
This is taking way too long.
Yeah.
Watch that back, Judge.
Tiberi has Mackey with him in the backfield. From the 19. Enriquez sideline again. He's got to get out of bounds. Did he?
Yes,
he did get out of bounds, but it's right around the 14-yard line. He'll gain 5, but now only 1.6 to go.
All right, here it is. Well, here's your play. Here's your play.
All comes down to this, Pat. Another thriller, the 3rd week in a row for us.
Unbelievable, Glenn.
You just had to have me come back, brother.
That is it. That is it.
All right, here we go. Tiberi.
Luck of the Frazier.
Yeah. Tiberi and Mackey back in the backfield. They look to the sidelines. Now this time trips to the bottom. Oakley on the outside. Enriquez inside of him, and then Ashley. Kearney by himself up top. Final play. Back to pass. They're looking for Kearney. Jump ball in the corner of the end zone. I think it's intercepted.
It is. Ball game.
And that will end the game. A 2-point win for Middletown. What a great one here tonight in the Harvest Bowl, Pat.
Unbelievable game. What a fun one. Comes down to the last play. Unreal. Unreal. I mean, do you expect anything less from these two, Glenn?
No.
Do you expect anything less?
And how about, I think, the key in the game tonight, that one was a tough play, but 3 interceptions in the end zone for Middletown to thwart scoring opportunities for Smyrna.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. You want to win. You want to win football games. You have to take care of the football when in the red zone. And for the most part, you saw that from Middletown tonight. Smyrna had their more opportunities, but just weren't able to convert.
Final is 14-12. We're going to step aside and let you watch some of our valuable sponsors. We'll be back with unofficial stats and see if we have any final scores in other games. We'll be back, Pat and I, to wrap it up after this on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Eggspectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Barkley Heating and Air. Barclays can work on all brands specializing in air conditioners, gas, oil, and heat pumps. Family owned and operated with over 17 years of experience. Licensed, insured, and a multiple-year First Aid Favorites winner. Barkley Heating and Air offers 24-hour emergency service with service plans available. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Call 302-653-5971 for a free estimate today. John and Ginger Barkley are looking forward to serving the community. Find them on the web at barkleyheatingandair.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the Raw Bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986.
Glenn Fraser alongside Pat Garriantes here at Charles B. Williams Stadium. Crowd kind of silent now, everybody making their way to the parking lot. It's going to take a while to get out of here tonight with the crowd they had here. Great crowd for the Harvest Bowl, and what a finish. 14-12, Middletown holds on to get the win. Only 1 touchdown scored in the second half. Smyrna scored with 1:51 to go on a 3-yard run out of the earthquake by Kearney. But the conversion, the all-important conversion, failed both times tonight for Smyrna, and they were left on the short end, 14-12. They tried an onside kick, and you thought, okay, that's probably the game. No, they got the ball back with 1:24 to go and got all the way down inside the red zone, but an interception on the final play of the game sealed the deal and gave Coach Zach Blum and the Middletown Cavaliers the victory for tonight, 14-12. Middletown holding on to that big advantage in Harvest Bowl regular season games, as Smyrna has not won in this series in regular season since all the way back in 1993.
Wow.
All right, let's take a look at our unofficial stats. Pat, we'll start with Middletown. Only 25 yards rushing. Smyrna did a great job throttling their run attack. And then they had 142 passing yards in the first half. They only end up with a $171.
Yeah.
So 196 total unofficially for Smyrna. The Eagles dominated the second half, 153 yards on the ground, 179 through the air, 332 total, but 3 interceptions in the end zone, and that was the difference in the ballgame.
That was the difference in the ballgame, Glenn. Yeah, they dominated, particularly there in the second half. They were able to move the football against Middletown, get big-time stops on the defensive side of the football. But when they would get down in the red zone, those turnovers, they came back to bite Smyrna. Yeah. And it's a difference in the ball game. And really, Middletown just survived. Let's call it like it is. They didn't go out there and really put their foot on the game. They had many opportunities to do so. Really could never get the running game going, as you can see in the stat line. And in the second half, unable to get the passing game even going. So, they kind of survived this one. Smyrna put a lot of pressure on them, but just couldn't get out of their own way, whether it be the penalties or the 3 turnovers in the red zone, like you said, Glenn.
And let's credit the Middletown defense. They did number 2 in the second half. They really held Smyrna out of the end zone until late in the ballgame. Plenty of players to consider for player of the game tonight, certainly. For Smyrna, you got to take a look at both quarterbacks. Marks passed for just shy of 100 yards. Tiberi passed for 80 yards. Enriquez, Ashley, Kearney, they had great jobs offensively. Defensively for Middletown, the guys up front, Kasim Powell and Tristan Graham. Ryan Vankerhoven had a good game. Malachi Stewart. How about Dorian Rutledge and Kendre Matthews? You flip the ball around there. Middletown's Troyer had a good night. He did it. He was efficient enough to get the win. Avion Matthews, man, what a load to bring down. Once he gets the ball, it takes 3 or 4 defenders to bring him down. But I tell you what, Pat, I think you're going to agree with me. Our player of the game is Ronell Davis.
Without a doubt, it's Ronell Davis. The 2 huge interceptions in the end zone to prevent touchdown drives for Smyrna, trying to holding on to a 1-possession lead. I had a touchdown himself, I believe, on the offensive side of the football.
No, he didn't, but he had 2 receptions for 63. Yeah.
Yes, so, he made plays on both sides, but those 2 huge interceptions were the difference in this game, Glenn. I completely agree with you.
Yep, so Ronell Davis is our player of the game on our First Aid Ortho, and it lived up to it, the game of the week. First Aid Ortho with 29 physicians at 16 locations, providing surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, and they are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. Their docs serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. The doctors are readily available to all the local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consult and treatment. You can call them at 302-332-3400 or visit firststateortho.com. Be sure to mention you saw their ad here on Delaware Live Sports. Pat, we had a lot of close games early tonight on the scoreboard at half. What do you have for some of the finals?
Got a 4-score and 7-year-ago update. Fourth quarter action, 27-13. Salesianum on top of St. George's right now. The last update we had from that game, and then 3 finals. These are interesting. Cape continuing a good start to their season, 22-17 over St. Mark's.
That's a big win.
Big win for them. And then how about this one? It was 14-6 at the half. DMA comes back. They score a touchdown. It's 14-12. They're driving again. They line up for a game-winning field goal, and the Hawks of Archmere block it.
Wow.
As time expires, 14-12 Archmere final. And then the last final that we were able to get, last time we updated you, it was a 30-13 lead for Sussex Central.
Listen to that.
Appo 18 unanswered points. They win with less than a minute left. They score 31-30. The Jaguars get a big-time win.
Wow, what a big game. What a big game. Great job, Pat, and also by Glenn Hiller back there on the camera tonight. And Donnell Enriquez, you have to be impressed with your young son. He is a stud, and he's going to be a really, really good addition to the Smyrna offense for a couple more years to come.
Absolutely.
All right. Once again, next week, Middletown will travel to Caravel to take on Hodson Tech on Friday night, while the Smyrna Eagles will go to Caesar Rodney for a Saturday kickoff at 11, and we will, the Central crew, be bringing that game to you. Our thanks to both coaches, Mike Judy and Zach Blum, and their staffs, plus Athletic Director Bill Schultz. Thanks to him for helping us out and then coming on at halftime. For our broadcast crew, Donnell Enriquez down there taking still shots for us. Yep, Glenn Hiller on camera. And from my broadcast partner, Pat Garriantes, I'm Glenn Frazier. Final score once again in the Harvest Bowl, Middletown 14 and Smyrna 12. Thanks for watching our live stream on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at